Hello, hello. Welcome to another stream. Yeah, this is a part 14 actually of building a Yippee mobile game. Yeah, so in the last stream, we finished up the shop UI. So that was mainly the main thing that was left was like the skins tab in the shop. And we finished that. I've got some nice little, you can like buy some little colorful Yippee skins. Also the cosmic Yippee skin. But yeah, now, since the shop UI is pretty much done, um, I'm going to be working on in-app purchases. Yeah, so that'll be cool. In-app purchases using Apple's StoreKit framework. Yeah, this actually, so I've actually done this in another app. But back in when I did it, it was like using UIKit, so the integration was a bit different. So I'm actually probably gonna be following a tutorial for this stream, so it'll be kind of a little like a React stream even. Um, so that should be interesting. But yeah, we'll be integrating some in-app purchases. That should be pretty neat. We're going full corpa on this one. Yeah. Uh, but the goal is to give the player the option to buy some currency, but not make it like pay to play, but pay to enhance, I suppose. Because you can buy like skins and upgrades, but you can still play without using your money. Yeah. Anyway, let's get into it. Show off what we kind of did last stream. Um, yeah, so here's the shop. So here's what we got going from last stream. We got little colorful things to pick from, little colorful Yippies. You can like choose to buy them. You've got the cosmic Yippee. Um, yeah, that was pretty much the main thing from last stream. This skins tab in the shop. I think we also did some other things with like the animation in the game. Now that you can like have little walking animation. Same with the enemies. And we fixed a bug where the app would crash sometimes if you hit some of the enemies. Um, yeah, although I still kind of want to refactor the code for the game, but for now, I will leave that to probably yeah after at least after in-app purchases. Yeah, and for the in-app purchases, it'll be this gems shop. Basically, that's the only in-app purchase we're gonna have. It's gonna be like a consumable, um, and you'll just like you can click this, and it'll prompt you to buy it for like, do I want 50 gems? Yes, and I'll buy the gems. And yeah, so that's what that'll be. So basically, the code for that will have to go in here. Um, or no, actually, in this gems view. Um, yeah. So that's where this will be. Yeah, and then this will be like this is where the button is, and when you tap the button, this will be where it like initiates the payment. Um, yeah, so that should be pretty good. Cool. Yeah, so for this, I was gonna follow a tutorial to do it's like store kit tutorial, and I watched this guy on YouTube a lot for some iOS stuff, but his name is iOS Academy. Um, yeah, this guy's from what I remember, he's like a staff engineer at Facebook. He works on like WhatsApp, but he's got a very popular iOS channel. He has very good tutorials. So I'm gonna be following this one for StoreKit. Yeah, so without further ado, I'm starting like 5 minutes in because I'll admit I watched a little bit off stream, a little cheeky insights off stream, but yeah, he didn't get into StoreKit yet. It was just the UI. So we'll learn about it together. Yeah, so let's get into it. All right, let me make sure this is audible actually.
going to create a separate object to handle some of this logic, and then we'll just make the calls from our content view down here just to keep things nice and
Ah,
organized.
yeah, this is
Now
good.
I'm going to go ahead and call this a view model. It's going to be a class that's going to extend observable object, and let's go ahead and put appropriate functions in here to do what we want our class here to do. So the first thing is going to be fetch products, and actually maybe we'll implement this as we go along since it is fairly straightforward.
A
Now,
view
what is this
model.
function going to do? Well,
I
it's
do have a
going
view model
to
folder,
asynchronously
so I
go
can put
and
that in
fetch
there.
products. So I'm going to say in this async block, we are going to want to fetch our products from the App Store. So we're going to say try and await.
I was
We're going
using
to say
that new
product, and we're going to want to
async await
request product with
syntax.
the given identifiers. Now, these identifiers are basically what we create. So I'm just going to create com.apple.watch, and we're
Yeah, the thing about this is like the identifier, I'm not sure if I need to make that in my actual Apple account in the App Store Connect website. So there's a website called App Store Connect where you like handle publishing your apps and doing stuff like this, like setting up Game Center leaderboards or I suppose in-app purchases too. And I think that's where this string comes from. And I haven't actually set up my account yet. So I think what we'll have to do is we'll do some like local testing with this. But yeah, we'll have to get back to that. Yeah, let's see what it says.
going to have some dummy data that Xcode can handle for us.
Oh, he just said dummy data. Okay, then we can just we'll do some local testing then. I was worried we'd have to do like already hook it up, but it sounds like we can do it locally.
I'm going to go ahead and bring it on in here. Now we need to put this whole thing inside of a do catch block because it can throw a error if it.
Oh yeah, because if you're pulling the product request, I guess from it's just like an async call. It can fail. Say like the network goes out.
It does throw an error, we're simply going to print it out. So cool, so now that we've got this fetch here for products, we're good to fetch products. It's just yelling at me that we haven't actually used this instance here. So all I'm gonna do right now is simply print the products that we fetch. Now where are we actually going to use this view model? We are going to have an instance on our view, on our content view, which is going to be a state object, and it's going to be called view model, and it's going to be an instance of our view model class. When our view first gets created, I'm going to go ahead and say view model, go ahead and fetch products, just like that.
Wait, I don't know if I should do that in an init. Like fetch all the products. Well, I don't know, because like the thing is I want to make it so that you click on the button and it buys the thing. Maybe you have to fetch the products first before you can start buying them. That's interesting. I'll see what he says about it.
And since our code is getting a little long here, what I'm going to go ahead and do here is actually abstract some of this stuff into its own Swift file. So we'll go ahead and right click here. Let me go ahead and create a new file. And we can stick with an empty Swift file. And I'm just going to go ahead and call this store.swift. And we'll go ahead and import, first of all, StoreKit. And I'm going to paste everything in here, and we'll also implement, or import, I should say, Swift UI just for the sake of it. So this is how we are going to be.
Oh, he's putting Swift UI in the view model file? Unless he's going to put more views.
Pretty simple. Now let's take a look at our list. The next thing that we want to be able to do is actually purchase a given product. So what I'm going to go ahead and do here is say func, and this is going to be purchase. And the way that we can purchase a product is pretty simple. So we can actually call it a purchase function off of a product. So we're going to have the product be passed in here, which is going to be.
I'm going to put this in theater mode actually.
And we can say product.purchase. Now this function can throw an error and is asynchronous as well. So what we need to do is say do catch, and this guy is going to return to us a results. So we're going to go ahead and say try to await and purchase that product.
I see. So yeah, you basically have to fetch all the products first and then purchase them. I don't know why that is. That's interesting. They're like separate. I figured you would like fetch it at the time of purchase. but it seems you need to store, I guess, a list of product objects locally first. Yeah, I guess so.
And if an error actually occurs, we are going to print it on out. So we've done quite a few things here. So before we continue on further, let's start hooking this up to our UI and let's see if something actually happens. So right now we've got this view model here and it's yelling at me because, let's see why it's yelling at me. Maybe something's off in our other file. So let me jump in here, store.swift, and let's see what's going on. So we've got a result here. Let's see. This whole thing is asynchronous, so we need to wrap it in an async call, just like that. And that error should hopefully go.
Yeah, it's interesting. You don't need to mark your function as async. Like usually in other languages where you have async await, you would just you'd have to mark your function as like async, and you have to await the function. But in here, it looks like you can just have these async blocks. Yeah.
Go away, and we have our warning here for not using it. All right, so back in our content view, when we go ahead and tap on this, I'm going to go ahead and say view model dot purchase. Now we need to pass in the product to purchase.
Oh, from the
So
view
since
model,
we're
maybe?
only going to have a single product at the moment, what I'm going to go ahead and do is we're going to grab that product from the actual view model. Now,
Yeah.
what do I mean by that? So back here in the store file, when we
So, I guess he's probably gonna have to return products
go ahead
and
and
fetch
get these
products.
products, I'm going to go ahead and assign it to be a global instance here.
Ooh,
So we're going to say
that's gross.
self.products is
Oh,
going to be products. Now we're going to create a
when he said global, I thought he meant like an actual global. This is fine, actually. This is fine. It's a instance variable, not really like a.
products variable
Yeah.
on here. Going to go ahead and say products.
Like I've used globals before, and yet they get very messy. Like globals are when you assign a variable above the class, like not inside of it, but above, and it's basically something you can use in your entire project. But that's hard to manage. So this is fine what he's doing. As an instance variable, that's pretty
Is going to
expected.
be an array of product objects, product, just like that, and by default it's going to be empty, looking good. And basically, actually, instead of even passing in a product in here, we can be a little smarter about this, and we can go ahead and say guard let product is going to be products dot first. We only have a single product in our case here, so we can get away with this. We'll say product dot first. Otherwise, we'll simply return here, and this is going to try to purchase on that product. So
Interesting. So what does purchase even mean? Does it like give you a little UI or something? I'm interested. Anyway, let's actually start implementing some of this so we don't get lost. We don't get left behind by Mr. iOS Academy. Yeah, so let's start on some of this implementation. So first thing we need is a view model. I actually don't even have any view models yet, so this will be our first one, which makes sense. It's kind of like its own functionality, so we'll call it shop view model. Then we need to import store kit. Let's make it a class. Shop view model, observable object. And then here's we'll have the functions that he had. I think he had an array of products. So we'll make that. And what else did he have? A function called fetch products. Yeah, so here, yeah, you had async do catch. Yeah, he said let products equal try await product dot request. Oh wait, what? Product dot. Oh wait, I don't think we actually. I don't see the request function. This might be out of date then. Products dot products for. Hmm. Okay, so this tutorial, I'll admit, it's from 2 years ago, so maybe the store kit's been updated. Wait, let me check. Let me check the framework. Store kit products request. And let's take a look. Let's take a gander over at some store kit functionality in the Googles. Um, yeah, so we want to fetch some products from the App Store. Let's take a look. So the way the tutorial we were watching did it, they had products.request, but looks like it's now called products for. Yeah, they must have updated the API. Yeah, let's see. Maybe if we check the older version, it might say something. Let's see. Or let's just check what this products for does. So to get a product instance, call products for and provide one or more app identifiers. Oh wait, that's basically what he had. Yeah, products for. Oh, this is actually fine. It's pretty similar to what was doing or what he was doing. So this is actually we put a string here. Um, yeah, I think so. Let's products for requires type string to be equivalent. Let's see. So yeah, we need I think a string. Wait, let me double check again. Let's do some double checking of the identifiers we need. So it's like try await products for. Oh, it's an array of strings. Okay, I guess for each different product you have, you need to have it in an array. Okay, I think for us, we're just gonna have like probably just I don't know because we have multiple in-app purchases we're doing. We're doing like different denominations. Like we have like $1 for 50 gems and like $100 for I think I had like 60,000 gems or something. So maybe we need an identifier for each of those. Oh yeah, I'll see. I'll just do one for now, and then we'll come back and see if we need to add more. Um, yeah, let's see. Let's see if we need to pass an array here, an array of string. So we'll do the whole com syntax. So it's like a what's it? Com. I'll do me, and we'll do let's see. So I'll comment this out for now. Or actually, no. I thought it wasn't gonna let me compile, but what's a good name for the identifier? Maybe like yeah. What should I call these identifiers? So like we have a $1 purchase, a $2 one, and we've got some more denominations. If I scroll down, it goes up to this. I might actually adjust how many gems you can get. So this is like 60K gems, but the skins aren't super expensive, so that might be overkill. I'll probably have to tweak that a little bit, but yeah. So maybe we can have like something called uh like low purchase or maybe purchase like gems one. I'll just do like gems one. That way we don't have to like if we called it like gems 50 or something, then if we wanted to change that, then it would be kind of hard to do. I'll just call it like gems one or something. Or yeah, I think so. Um, yeah, so I think that'll be good. And then looking at this tutorial again, they set their products variable to be this fetched products. And they print the error. Cool. I think they also had a purchase function. So you have to like fetch the products first and then purchase them. So we'll have an async here. They had a guard for getting a product. So we'll get like the first product. Okay, I don't know if we actually want to do this. Because eventually we don't just want the first product. We want to get like a particular product. So we might have to pass something in here. But we'll cross that bridge once we get to it. Um, yeah, so let's do our do catch here for purchasing a product. Got let result based on this tutorial here. Yeah, it's been a bit since I've used StoreKit. So they do product.purchase. So it's like, I guess, getting products and purchasing them. Oh, this should also be of our. Yeah. And then, yeah, we just print the error. Cool. I think that's good. There's some warnings here. We need task, maybe better. Task. But then do we need to await? Oh, maybe not. Or yeah, it looks like we're good with task. Yeah, I don't like warnings. We try to get rid of the warnings. Yeah, so looks like we're good on that front. Let's go back to our tutorial and see what's next on the to-do list for in-app purchases. All right. Let's see
Let's go back to our contents view. And
what have
in
we got
here, we
going
can
on.
simply say in the button tab, we're going to say view model dot purchase, and that should kick off our actual purchase. Now, one more thing we need to do before we give this a
Okay. Yeah, this one I need to add that to my skins tab in the shop. So let me do that. So let me create a shop view model in our whatchamacallit, our gems view here. So we'll say at state object var what do I call it? Shop view model. And we'll create a shop view model. Yes, this will be good. All right. And I guess, yeah, he did an init in here to fetch the products. So I'm guessing you need to like fetch them first and then like pay for them or do the purchase function. Yeah, so we'll do fetch products. And then here's where we'll do the purchase. So view model dot, or what was it? Shop view model dot purchase. Yes. So here's where we'll probably want to pass in like whether we're buying the $1 or the $2 ruby thing. But yeah, right now we're just doing the first row, like the $1 one. See if we can get that to work locally. Yeah. Oh, also we're forgetting some parentheses. All right. Let's check again. Also, I'm gonna do a product clean so we don't get any error messages. Cool. Oh, wait, what's this? Argument passed to call that takes no parameters. Wait, is that? Oh, okay. Looks like when we added our state object, it's expecting that as like a parameter, I think. Let's see. So we've got state object for our view model here. And it wants. Okay. Yeah, it looks like we can't pass it here. I feel like maybe I need to pass this in the overall gems view, like here, as like a state object, and then pass it down, I think. Oh, wait, I know what's going on. I know what's going on. Yeah, because we made this init. It's expecting us to initialize all of these inside of here. Yeah. So actually, I won't do this in the init. Instead, I'll do this on up here. That should be better. So we'll do dot on up here, and we'll call this. So that should take care of that. Cool. Now no more errors. Very nice. Yeah, let's continue on our React stream. We're reacting to the tutorial. Yes, that'll be good. All right, let's see.
a run. You guys might remember we had said com.apple.watch here for our product ID. Now, since we're in Xcode, we need to create some debug files so we can go ahead and actually play with this locally since we haven't set up, backend products. So we're gonna
Yeah, I haven't set up the backend products either. Like, in fact, I haven't even set up my Apple account yet. Like, I have my personal Apple account, but I'm gonna publish this app on a separate account just for my, just as Cypher Lunis. I'll have my own Apple account, so that'll be separate. But yeah, I still need to set that up. But we'll do that once I publish this app.
create a new file, and we're gonna search for a StoreKit configuration file. This
Oh,
allows you
what
to
the heck?
create and test your StoreKit purchases
I've
locally in
never heard of
Xcode.
that.
Once this is
StoreKit
created, we'll hit the
configuration
plus at the
file.
bottom left down here, and I'm going to create a
Oh yeah, yeah. Those are the different types of purchases.
for
So I
a
remember this.
StoreKit configuration file. This allows you to create and
I'll
test your
pause on it.
StoreKit purchases locally in Xcode. Once this is created,
Yeah, so it's like I think it's kind of covered, but there's like 4 different types of purchases in StoreKit. So you can have like consumable purchases. You can have non-consumable ones. You can have like subscriptions too. Yeah, as like a developer, I would say like subscriptions are probably the most like profitable, but those type of apps are kind of harder to build, like where you would warrant needing a subscription. So you might think of like Spotify or Netflix or something. Or it's like a game, it makes more sense to have like consumable purchases, like for example, what we're doing with the gems. You can just buy gems. It's like a one-time purchase. Whereas subscriptions, you would have it like, yeah, you can have like monthly or semi-yearly, yearly subscriptions, things like that. Yeah, so that's cool. I didn't even know this file existed. This what's it called? StoreKit configuration file. I've never heard of such a thing. But yeah, let's see what this is about.
we'll hit the plus at the bottom left down here, and I'm going to create a non-consumable item. I'm going to give
Oh, it's non-consumable he's doing. So a non-consumable purchase, an example of that might be like pay to remove ads. That's like a non-consumable purchase. So it'd be like a one-time purchase, and then you wouldn't have like any more ads. But we're gonna do like consumables, so you can like buy multiple times like the same thing. Yeah.
it a name to be a Apple Watch. We'll toss our product ID here. We'll go ahead and drop in a price here. We'll say $400. And let's also go ahead and give this a display name of Apple Watch. And we'll say purchase Apple Watch Series 6 for the description and
Oh, so that they have like localizations here. Okay, so localizations are like different currencies. So you might have like the US dollar or other different currencies from different countries. But you have to keep that in mind when you do in-app purchases because it should automatically convert to that currency. So you don't have to like, manually write the code to do the conversion yourself. Yeah.
the
Let's
other thing you
see.
need to do, which a lot of people forget, is once you've got this configuration file created, you go to edit your scheme, which is a thing that runs. You go to the run tab on the left, and then you go to options, and make sure you provide your StoreKit configuration file in this drop down right here. Once you've done that, go ahead and hit close, and we can run this in our simulator.
Cool. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go ahead and add this in. So we'll go create a new file, probably put it under supporting. We'll call it's the new StoreKit configuration file. Yes. All right. We'll call this configuration. Oh wait, there's a little checkbox for syncing to App Store Connect. Interesting. Yeah, we won't do that because I don't want to sync anything. Yeah, so we'll add a non-consumable, or actually a consumable purchase. Oh, it gives us little names for things. So we'll do our product ID is, what do we call it? Com cipherlunis dot gems1, and our reference name will be whatchamacallit? gems 1. Cool. All right. And then he said we go to add a localization, I think. I'll do it for English. Yes. Oh no, it looks like there's already one. And then we'll do, what was it? View, or edit. I forget now. So I'm gonna look back at the tutorial. Let's take a look. So what have we got going on? Let's see. So
We'll go ahead and drop in a price here. We'll say $400. And let's also go ahead and
yeah, we're missing our product ID. Our price is fine. It's a $1.
give this a display name of Apple Watch. And we'll say purchase. We'll go ahead and drop in a price here. We'll say $400. And let's also go
Oh,
ahead
you double
and
click
give
the
this
row.
a display name of Apple Watch. And we'll say purchase Apple Watch Series 6 for the description. And the other thing you need
Maybe I think the description shows when the little pop-up shows when you buy it. So we'll have to think on what to put there.
to do, which a lot of people forget, is once you've got this configuration file created, you go to edit your scheme, which is a thing that runs. You go to the run tab on the left, and then you go to options, and make sure you provide your store kit configuration file in this drop down right here.
All right. Yeah, I think I know what to do now. So let's do those things. I'll do the edit scheme and add in the options, store kit configuration. Done. I didn't show it, but yeah, I did that. And then display name we'll put gems 1, and this will be like buy 50 gems or something. Yeah, I guess so. I think that's fair. Yeah, let's take a look back at our tutorial.
Once you've done that, go ahead and hit close, and we can run this in our simulator. So let's go ahead and hit the run button to hopefully get our simulator popping up. There it is. And let me actually take this so we can
Is
maybe
it
put it
already gonna
on
work?
one side of our screen here to the right hand side, just like that.
That was pretty quick.
And I'll have Xcode B on the left hand side here. Let's go ahead and make this a tad bit smaller so we can have our codes side by side. And let's wait for our simulator to load up. So we can actually also go ahead and close up the preview here since we've got most of our UI working out already. All right, there is our app here. Let's go ahead and hit pause and hit run one more time. Sometimes the simulator is just a little bit slow. Might also be because it is a beta. Bear with it. Let's go ahead and manually launch it. All right, this is a older Apple Store app, so let me actually go ahead and delete this from my simulator here.
I'm guessing it's gonna click on the button and
It looks
it'll
like it's
pop up
taking its time.
with the description and
Let's go
the
ahead and hit pause
display
here.
name.
Let me go ahead and delete this app. And I'm going to go ahead and run it one more time. I should install it. Boom, there it is. All right. Looks like it just launched it 3 times. Sometimes the simulator, especially these betas, does some really, really strange things. It is loading here, and we should see, hopefully, our Apple logo, the title, and the Apple Watch. So while this loads up, essentially what we're doing is as soon as the view appears, we fetch the products. And once we've fetched it and tap on this button down here, we should see the purchase sheet. So I am tapping on this here, and it looks like I'm not actually seeing the purchase sheet.
Oh,
So let's see what's going on. So
I
I'm
didn't
going to
think
go
it
ahead and
would
take a
work so
look at our
quickly.
console here. So it's saying accessing state objects object. All right, SwiftUI is complaining without being installed on a view. So let's see what is going on. So we're saying view model,
I moved that to on up
objects
here.
in the initializer. So this is complaining about us fetching for the state object before we have actually created the view.
Oh
So
yeah,
the way
so
we can
he would
resolve
put it
this
in
is
on
by
up here.
saying fetch the object, fetch the actual products once this view actually appears. So let's go ahead and give it a run one more time after we move that code there.
Now let's see.
And we shouldn't have that error anymore. And in fact, when I tap on this button now, we should see our share sheet,
Ooh,
rather our purchase sheet, keep saying share sheet here, just like that. So now
nice.
before we go ahead and actually confirm this purchase, let's go back into our store.swift file and take a look at how we're going to handle the purchase. So we have this green buy now button here, but it would be nice if we actually showed this button after we fetched the products, and it would also be nice to show the price for the products.
You
Because
gotta
right now,
handle
the
the
user doesn't
state.
really know how much the thing is that they're buying. So
Yeah, just like, oh, let me buy some gems. Let me buy 50 gems for $1 million. Yes, that would be quite nice. Take out a loan to buy some gems for the Yippee game.
let's go ahead and handle that. So what I'm going to do is in this store.swift file, we are going to set this products collection as a publishable property, just like that. And we are going to assign to it on the main queue. In
Oh,
other
what the
words,
heck?
once we actually fetch the products, we're going to tell this products that we have got them and we are actually going to assign to them. And actually, let's see if I can get away with just
Is
assigning
he
to
doing this
them
because we're gonna update
like
it in the
this. And
the
what we're going to
UI?
actually want to do once we have signed to them like that is update our UI to show the buy button thereafter.
Okay,
So
yeah,
what I'll go ahead and do here is we are going to say if
yeah.
length.
Because dispatch queue main async, you do that when you need to update something on the main thread, which would be like the UI. Which is, yeah, it was interesting seeing him doing it on something that wasn't UI related. But it seems like he's gonna be calling this in the UI.
That's product is going to
Yeah,
be
he's putting
our
this in
view
the view
model dot
file.
products dot first. If we actually have a product, we're going to show a text label, which is going to be the product dot display name. And then our buy now button here is going to show the price in parentheses. So we're going to go ahead and say product dot display price, I believe is what I'm looking for. Just like that. Let's make sure that is spelled correctly. And let's go ahead and give it a run. And what you'll notice is the button is not there to buy now immediately. It might look really fast on your simulator because it's almost instant, but it does take some time to populate. We also might want to show the description here. There is a description for the product. And I'm going to change.
Yeah, so I think we need to change the description and display name that we put. I didn't really spend too much time on it, but yeah, for buying the gems, we need to come up with something a bit more descriptive for the user for sure. Yeah, let's see what else he's
The
got.
color of the product, the button here to be maybe a blue color. And once the user has purchased it, we're going to update what this looks like.
So he needs to handle
Cool.
state
So now that
somehow.
we've got this, and the user can tap on it and go to that purchase function that we wrote, let's come into here and handle what this result is going to give us after we
Yeah,
purchased
that's
a
where you
product.
handle it.
All right, so after we've purchased a product, if you start typing result here, you'll quickly see in the autocomplete that the type of this is a product.purchase results. So what we need to actually do on this is switch on the results, and I'll just hit
Yeah, I guess if you like cancel your purchase or something,
error here.
or it succeeds, yeah.
That we care about. In the success case, we get something called a verification as a associated value, and we'll deal with that in a
Oh wait,
moment.
what's
All
this
these other cases
verification
we can
variable?
break, and we're not going to handle it in this video, but these are the other cases that you would get. Now that we have this verification, what we want to actually do on it is further switch on this.
Oh, what the
And
heck?
this basically tells us if the transaction is verified by the App Store or not.
Oh, that's a lot
So
of
in this
nesting.
case, we get a transaction. There is also a unverified state, in which case we also get a transaction, just like that. And that's
Oh wait, what's this verification? Wait, did he describe it?
is further switch on this. And this basically tells us if the transaction is verified by the App Store or not.
Oh, interesting. So I guess you could have an unverified transaction. I guess like I used this person's stolen credit card to buy some Clash of Clans some gems in Clash of Clans. I guess that would be like unverified. Interesting. I didn't know they caught that.
So in this case, we get a transaction. There is also a unverified state, which
Hmm.
in which case we also
Okay.
get a transaction, just like that. And that's basically how we can determine if the transaction is valid. And once we have actually gotten this transaction here, we can mark it for the user as actually purchased.
Yeah, what if we did something silly in our app? It's like an unverified purchase, and we told them like, "Hey, return that credit card or something." For that would be like a big meme. That'd be a big meme. Yeah. I think
So
I
what
think
we're
we're
going to
good
go
just to
ahead and
probably
do
just
is we're
throw
just going to
some
just
some
actually print
generic
out
error.
the
Yeah.
transaction
Yeah,
dot,
yippee.
let's see,
That's right,
the
Shublam.
product ID
Yippee.
that was
We're gonna
actually
buy some
verified.
gems in our
And
Yippee
in this
app.
case, we're not going to actually use that, so we'll just say an underscore so the warning goes away. So let's go ahead and purchase a product and let's see what that actually looks like down in our console.
Wait. I want to test it. So I'm gonna do this code stuff. Let me implement this myself. I'm doing very good, Shublam. Yeah. Thank you for asking. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, everything is very yippee. Indeed. We've got the bundle of joy energy, indeed. Yippee is a bundle of joy. Yes. It's been pretty good. Yeah. Like yesterday we finished up the shop UI. So I'm doing pretty good. Like we've got like some different tabs going on. Right now um we're working on this part, like actually making this an in-app purchase. So like you can buy different like denominations of gems, and yeah, that'll have to link up to like the app store, and like it'll be like actual like purchases and stuff. Um, yeah, so that'll be cool to work on. Um, yeah, let's see what we've got going on. So I have this shop view model per that tutorial. I think they changed this a little bit. They changed this file a little bit. So let me go back and look at what changes they made. Yeah. So they did this instead of they put this around a dispatch queue. It's like putting it on the main thread for like UI updates. And they made this published. Yes. All right. Um, cool. And then I think that was the main change. Oh yeah, and then they started handling the stuff here. So you do like switch on the result, and then you've got different cases. Or can I like? Is there any? No, we gotta like type them out. Case pending. Case success. I've got let verification result. Yeah, cool. We'll break here for the time being, and same here, and we'll handle our last case, which was cancelled. Cool. And I think here there was also another switch statement, if I remember right. It was like switch on this, and you've got, oh yeah, you're unverified and you're verified. Interesting. So yes, here's what we've got. And then I don't know if they had like they did anything with these parameters here. Let me double check. So yeah, so they got verified, and they just said like let transaction and unverified. They didn't pass anything here. They just didn't handle it. So I think we can do that. That should be fine. All right, and we just break. Cool. I think that's good. I think I'm missing some thingies. All right, there we go. Switch covers known cases, but the product purchase result may have additional unknown values in the future. Oh, interesting. So they have a warning for like, we're gonna add some stuff in the future. Okay, I'm just gonna like break then. Yeah, we won't handle the future yet. Alright, so immutable value never used. Oh yeah, we'll probably use this later. Yeah. Oh yeah, we'll do some debugging. Print transaction dot ID, I think. Or is there like transaction dot product ID? There we go. All right, let's see what we've got going on. Let's go to our gems view, and I guess we'll have to call like purchased somewhere. I think we're doing that here. Yeah. And so I forget what they did. They did some modifications to the UI a little bit. Let's take a look back at that tutorial. Let's take a look. Alrighty. So they've got view model
Function will be
purchase.
wrote. Let's come into here and handle what this result.
I think we saw that, and then let's see. So what else did they got here? Because they did some changes to the UI where they did this like if let product equal view model products first, and then you can get like product display name and description that way. Yeah, I guess we can do something like that. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. So let's do something like this. Yeah. So I think for our row, maybe we want to do that. Yeah. So yeah, let's. Oh, and we have our on up here on the row view. Actually, I want to move this out of here. I want to put this on the gems view itself. Yeah, I think that'll be better. Because I think that makes more sense to put it like on the whole view instead of like have one per row. Yeah, that should be good. But then we need to pass in this object down into our row view. So we'll have shop view model, and we'll pass in the shop view model. Since this is state object, I think we need this to be an observed object. Observed object, I think so. And this will be shop view model of type shop view model. Yeah, I think that'll work. And then, yeah, no more errors. There we go. Cool. And then what else did we want to do? So when we purchase, we want to know which purchase we're making. So that depends on whatever, I guess whatever like num rubies we're passing in or something. Yeah. So I suppose for that, let's think about how we want to do this. So the way they did it in the other one was they had like an if let product equal view model products first or whatever. I don't know where we would want to put that code actually. I suppose we could. This is getting all the products, and then once we get in here, so okay, they had like some text where they showed. Oh, I see what they're doing. I think actually we don't need to do that, but this should actually show our purchase. So let's test this. So if I click this, oh, we get a little unknown here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, looks like it's connected to the store kit, but we've got some unknown error. Oh dear. Let's see, did we mess anything in our configuration? We've got our localization, we got our product ID. Yeah, and so this is printing product ID. So I guess it doesn't know what this is yet. Let me see if I added it to my scheme. I did do that. And then, okay, let's check back on our switch statement. Maybe we missed something. Back in our shop view model. Here we go. So we're handling the verified case. So it gets to here, but this product ID is unknown. So it's a verified purchase, but looks like this is not finding it. Let's think then. Well, let's put a print in our fetch products. Maybe it's fetching the products, but it's not, or maybe it's not fetching the products. So we'll put products and we'll say products dot, I guess, like first, can I do? Yeah, I think we can just print the products and that should give us all the data that we need. Yeah, and let's just make sure this matches up with what we had in that other file. So yeah, we'll just copy it over. That's the same thing. Yeah, so that should be all right. Well, let's see if we're actually fetching the products. Yeah, so here we go. We've got our product here. We've got, yeah, some metadata about this product. Got USD stuff and our offer name. Okay. So it should be printing this ID, I guess, this product ID or something. But it looks like it's not finding it yet. Let's think then. Perhaps we missed an important step. So shop view model purchase. This should be getting cold. Yeah. Okay. And we're fetching the products. This looks to be working because it's printed. Maybe we can print something else. Maybe unknown isn't the right thing to print. We can print maybe like offer name. Let's print offer name. See if we can get that to show up. Yeah, so what we'll do, let's see, product.offer. Oh, there's offer ID. Okay. We'll print maybe we should print the whole transaction actually. Yeah, we'll just say this transaction, and then we'll do a transaction here. See what we get out of that. And we'll clear our logs and then check again. So if I go here, so it's fetching them, and if I click this, oh yeah, still unknown. Looks like the whole variable is null then. The whole transaction. Okay. Let's think then. So we've got our verification result. So it is getting here. Yeah. And then we get the first products. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna take a look back at that tutorial. Maybe we missed something. Let's check. Let us check. What could we maybe have missed?
What this looks like. So cool. So now that we've got this and the user can tap on it and go to that purchase function that we wrote, let's come into here and handle what this result is going to give us after.
Oh yeah, so I think we're already handling some of the result. Let's skip on ahead a little bit and see what we're looking for.
And let's see what that actually looks like down in our console. All right, so there's our blue buy button. We're going to go ahead and tap it. Boom, boom. We confirm the purchase because we are loaded and want to get an Apple Watch. Awesome.
Oh, and then so that's what we're supposed to be seeing, like com.apple.watch or something.
And here is the product ID that I just purchased. Now, one thing you'll notice is why the heck does our button still say buy? Because we just bought it. So how do we handle the state of knowing what the user?
Yeah, so I think we might have skipped something. Let me see. Let's go back and look. So we got product.request. Oh, wait, did we? Oh yeah, there wasn't a product request function actually. There was product.products4. Okay. Let me, so that should be okay. Let me print actually. Oh, I'm still showing this. Yeah. I'll print the product. So we'll print product. So this should print kind of like this again. Yeah, let's take a look. Let's do a little bit of debugging. So this is all of our products. Then we want to print one of them. Okay, so yeah, it looks like that's where it's having the error. It's not able to get this first product. Yeah, I don't think so. So, okay, maybe this isn't getting called properly. Or no, this whole thing here, product.products or products.first, looks like this is returning like null or something. Um, hmm. Why would that be? Maybe because we put task here. Maybe it doesn't like task. Because before I had async. Um, yeah, although there was like a warning with that. But let me put it back. Maybe task behaves differently than async. That might be why. Let's see. So if we go back to our shop view, let's take a gander. Let's take a little bit of a gander. So we've got our products here. If I click this again, oh no, still unknown. So it wasn't a task. Yeah, I'm trying to see like what differences between my code and their code. There was also this, which I don't think that was it because we actually got the product back. Yeah, so there's just like a discrepancy between this products variable and I guess this one. I think maybe, so this returns an array of product, right? Yeah, this returns an array of product, so it should publish here. Um, hmm. Yeah, thinking emoji. Why would this give us back an unknown? I'm actually gonna search this. So, yeah, let me see. So, yeah, let me see. So if I get this product.products for getting back an unknown, unknown store kit. Let's see. Let's take a look. Let me see. I'm taking a look at something. Actually, I'll show what I'm looking at. It's a little thread on some similar bug. Okay, so they've got products for subscription. They can check if it's purchased. Yeah, this one is saying like we should like restart the device or something. So I'm tempted to try and test in simulator. Maybe that'll work. Yeah, let's see. So store kit error unknown. An unknown error occurred. Uh-oh. That's not very good. Um, yeah, it looks like we've got some unknown error. Unknown throw by try. Oh wait. Oh yeah, this is the same error that we have. So, failed to get products through simulator. You know what? I think it has to do with the preview probably. It's probably something to do with the preview, I think. Yeah, there's also this store request product with identifiers. Interesting. Yeah, that's a testing framework. Let's see. Unknown product identifier. Uh, yeah, you need to have paid applications contract. Okay, I think okay. I think I know what might be causing this then. Yeah. Okay. Wait, did he preface in his video that we need to set this up in our Apple account first? Um, Maybe I skipped that. Let me listen back to the start because I haven't set up this product in my Apple
This
account.
video is brought to you by Skillshare.
Okay, let's see. Maybe I skipped
Welcome to
something.
StoreKit 2 with SwiftUI. In this video, we're going to be learning about the brand new released StoreKit 2 from WWDC 2021, putting this app together that you see here with SwiftUI. So we're going to go ahead and tap on this buy button to purchase this snazzy Apple Watch. I'll go ahead and confirm it, and boom, we reactively update the UI, handle transaction state, and the whole 9 yards.
Yeah,
If
because
that
I
sounds
figured
good,
it would have
drop a
been
like down below,
fine
hit
testing
subscribe, and let's get
locally,
into
but
Xcode. Alright, let's
maybe
open up
not.
Xcode and get into it. So we are here in Xcode 13 Beta 1. We're going to go ahead and create a new project. We'll stick with iOS and select the app template, and let's go ahead and call our project Apple Store. Make sure your language is set to Swift, and we're going to be working.
I think it's when he added the configuration file. Let me skip to that part. See if he mentioned anything about it, because I remember seeing a pop-up to select like an Apple account. I think that's what's going on here, probably. Let's see. So this is where he adds this.
Watch here for our product ID. Now, since we're in Xcode, we need to create some debug files so we can go ahead and actually play with this locally since we haven't set up, backend products. So we're going to create a new file and we're going to search for a StoreKit configuration file. This allows you to create a
Yeah, wait, he went through that pretty quick, but I think there was an extra setting.
So we're going to create a new file and we're going to search for a StoreKit configuration file. This allows
Yeah, okay, wait, so you just set the
allows you
name.
to create and test your StoreKit purchases locally in Xcode. Once this is created, we'll hit the plus at the bottom left down here, and I'm going to create a non-consumable item. I'm going to give it a name.
Okay, when I added this file, it gave me a little pop-up to choose like an Apple account. So maybe they updated this to like you can't test locally anymore. You have to have an Apple account to test it. Which would probably explain the error why we're like getting unknown back from the API. Yeah, in which case we would have to set up our Apple account, which I have not done yet. I wonder if there's another way we can test locally then. Maybe by like hard coding some strings and things. I'm guessing that's what the error is, but maybe we can dig some more. Yeah, so store kit unknown thrown. Oh yes, this is the testing one we saw. So, well, the thing is, we are getting the products array back actually. So that's happening. It's just when we call purchase, the item we're getting back is like called unknown. Let's see. So maybe this one. Yeah. Reset to default state. Oh, this is testing though. Failed to fetch client ID. Let me run this in the simulator. I feel like we'll maybe get a different result in the simulator. Let's see. So, what have we got working with? Okay. Yeah. Let me test in simulator. Maybe we'll find something different there. So, if I run this on my handy dandy iPhone 14 Plus simulator, what are we gonna find? Perhaps a crash log, perhaps some different behavior. Let's see. Oh yeah, I need to get my simulator tracking. Let's take a gander. So, yes, here we go. If I go to the shop and I go to our gems and I click this. Oh, yeah, it's working now. Oh, how about that? That's nice. Let me get our simulator coming back up here. Cool. Yeah, so I guess it just doesn't work in preview. I had a feeling it might be that. So our preview, it doesn't work, but in the simulator itself, it works. I don't know why it's like sideways though. That's a bit weird. Maybe because we have a landscape app, but yeah, I don't know. If is there like a landscape version of this so we don't have to like have a sideways app? Yeah, I don't know. I'll look into that. Maybe I'll look that up because I feel like, um, hmm, I really want to test this on my actual phone. I think it'll behave differently. But that's interesting. It's like it works differently in the preview, but this is working. So it's just called Gems One. Um, yeah, and then yeah, it's like a one-time charge, and we can like purchase it, purchase, and then here we go. We got a little pop-up. Our purchase was successful. Yeah, that's working. Yeah, I guess it just wasn't working in our preview. Um, okay. Well, that's good that that's working. So, yeah. Uh, and then we've got some warning here. Making a purchase without listening for transaction updates risks missing successful purchases. Create a task to iterate. Transaction.updates at launch. Okay. Let me look this up because I don't want to miss any successful purchases. That would not be very good because then we're losing money. We don't want to lose any greenbacks. All right, let's take a look. Yeah. So I'm looking up this thing. Current subscription and listening for updates. Something about entitlements. Task dot detach. Oh, this looks a bit. I don't know. This looks a little extra. Yeah, I guess if they miss any successful purchases, it would probably give them an error. In which case, it would just retry the request. So maybe I'm not too worried about this. Um, yeah, they're doing task.detach task stuff. This is like Swift concurrency, which I haven't worked a whole lot with. Um, yeah, okay. I think we're okay with this. We'll just like ignore that warning for now. Yeah, if it bites us in the butt in the future, then we'll do something about it. Um, yeah, but for now, let's see what have we got going on. Let's chug along with our tutorial here. Where did we leave off actually? So switch on verification. Yeah, let's see how he handles these switch statements. Oh, and he's getting the state as well. Let's see.
So if I go ahead and just hit Command R to build and launch our app again, what we now need to take care of is once the user once the app fetches the products, we want to update this button accordingly such that it should reflect if the user already owns that product.
Oh, right. Yeah, we need to do that too. Well, actually, no, we don't. We just need to update the count of how many gems they have. But we do need to handle that. So yeah, basically, if they buy 50 gems, we need to update the counter in the shop to like add 50 gems to it, right? So yeah, we need to handle this.
So how do we actually do that? So we could create another function here, or what we could do is we can do it in this fetch products function itself. We're going to decide to do another function here since it is simpler. So I'm going to say func is purchased. And basically, since we only have one product, I can get away with doing guard let product is going to be products dot first. And if we actually
Yeah, we can't do that because we have multiple different products. Yes, we'll have to handle it a little bit differently.
have a product here, what you want to go ahead and do is get the state of a product by simply saying product, and you can get the current entitlements. Now, what this is also going to
Oh,
want us to do is an await
what's
call. If you
that?
don't add it, you're going to get an error there. So here we're going to say try, and you want to go ahead and await for this to come back. So I'm going to go ahead and say this is asynchronous, and we also want to put it in a do catch block so we don't actually run into any errors that are thrown. And essentially, the state is identical to this result guide down here that returns a verification
Oh, so you
result.
have to
So
like
I'm going to
copy
copy
that?
that.
Okay.
And we actually, I guess, don't need a catch here because it's not going to return or throw an error. So let me get rid of that. It's yelling at me. And let's get rid of that try. And here we can simply switch over the state. Now, if it is verified, that means we have actually figured out that the user owns this product already. If it isn't verified, then we know that the user does not have a verified transaction.
Oh, okay. So this is if you buy like a one-time purchase and you need to check if they've already bought it, I guess. I don't know if we need this then, because what we're doing is like they can buy like we have consumable purchases instead of like one-time purchases. Like in our game, they can like buy different like number of gems. They can buy like 50 gems, or they can keep buying 50 gems. They could buy 50 gems like a buttload of times. Um, I don't think we need to like verify if they've like purchased it already or not, because it's like a one-time thing. Yeah, so this might not be needed, but we'll see.
For it. We're going to go ahead and hit fix here. And there is also a none case. And the reason there is a none case is because this actually returns optional to us. So we're going to go ahead and say guard let state, and we're going to unwrap it. And that's basically it. That's how we figure out what products are purchased. Now, in our case, I'm going to create another published property here, and this is going to be
Oh, for like the purchase state.
purchased IDs, and it's going to hold these strings for the products that have been purchased. So if this product has been purchased here, what we are going to do is simply say self.purchased IDs, go ahead and append the transaction.product ID to this guy, and this product ID is of type string. And because it is a publishable property, we are going to go ahead and do this on the main queue, and we should almost be done with our app and be good to go. So where are we actually going to call this function from? We can call it
Yeah.
from a
Where do you call
variety of
that?
places. The place that I'm going to choose to do it from is once we have successfully fetched products. So we can simply go ahead and toss this in here. So I can go ahead and say await for is purchased. And we can go ahead and make this function async. We can drop this async. All right, let me go ahead and align this. And let me go ahead and hit Command B, make sure we don't have any funky
Yeah,
syntax.
I don't know if we need that is purchase function. I feel like that only applies for like a one-time purchase. Yeah, I'm gonna skip ahead. Gonna do a little bit of spoilers for myself. See what he's doing. So view model purchased IDs is empty. Purchase. Okay. Oh, what the heck? Oh, okay. So I see. This is like, you check what they've bought, and if they haven't bought the thing yet, then you buy it. Yeah. So like in our case, we wouldn't need that because they can buy it multiple times. Uh, yeah. So okay, and then okay. Okay. And then, oh, yeah, let's handle the different states. Um, is that still the is
In
purchased?
action. So here we can go ahead and simply print out. I'm going to print out checking state. And in this case, we're going to go ahead and say
Oh yeah, this is for the is purchased, which I don't think we need. Um, yeah, I think this is okay. Yeah. Oh wait, it's changing this ID.
configuration file here and just change this guy here to be underscore new. That way it's going to be a new product that we have not purchased yet. So we'll see our blue button. Gonna go ahead and purchase it successfully just like that. And boom, in line, our UI has reactively updated and we are in the purchase state now. And even more importantly, when we go ahead and run our app again, the UI will reflect the fact that we already own this product. And that is
Oh, that's why he does it. You don't have to like store that in state. Because if you fetch it from, yeah, okay, I see what they did there. Um, yeah, we don't like we're gonna be storing the number of gems the user has like in persistent storage. So it'll do the same thing, but that'll be like once we implement persistent storage. Um, yeah, so I think we're good for the most part. Yeah, let's see, what is
calculus
closing comments?
that we created to locally test this end to end in Xcode 13 here. And it's just dummy data, which matches production data that you would normally set up in App Store Connect. So that's all.
Yeah, that's the part we haven't done yet. I have not even created my account in App Store Connect. Or I think I did, but I forgot my password. I need to get my password back. Yeah,
Got for you guys. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like down below.
cool. I think, yeah, thank you, iOS Academy, for this video. This is very, very helpful. Yeah, it looks like we need to change a couple things since we have a consumable purchases instead of non-consumable ones. You gotta handle it a little differently. Like the way he's doing it with the getting the state back, we gotta handle a little bit differently. Let's see. So we had like an array, I remember at the top. Yeah, this purchased IDs. We need something like this for some way to update back to the UI, like the number of gems they've bought. Yeah. So how do we want to do that? Yeah, and I think they had an if statement here, like if products first or whatever, get display name. That's separate, but for updating how many gems they bought, we'll need some kind of state variable, I'm thinking. Yeah, but I think we're pretty good on this tutorial. So that was pretty good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put my music back because I think we're good here. I like my Pokemon music. Let's get our Pokemon music back. All right. Yes, we're good. We are good to go now. All right. So let's check test in our preview again. It didn't like last time putting stuff in the preview. Yeah, it doesn't let us test our purchase in the preview, unfortunately. I have a feeling because it's landscape. Like, what if I just for testing took out this device orientation thing and made it portrait? Albeit it'll look a little weird because our app is landscape, but okay, yeah, we can't test in our preview. That's a bit awkward. Yeah, we'll just have to test in our simulator. Yes. All right, but let's test updating. So basically, what I'm mentioning is like when you buy this, it should update this counter in the top right from like 40 to like 90 or something. Yeah. So let's handle that. Oh, and actually, maybe first before we do that, right now we're only handling the $99 purchase or the 99-cent purchase, but we need to handle all the other ones. So we gotta add more like store items. So let's add some more consumable purchases. So I'll do gems 2 here. Call this gems 2. Yes, here we go. And instead of $0.99, this will be $1.99. And yeah, let's see, what else did we have? What denominations did we have in our shop? I forget. Had $5, so we have 5, 10, 50, and 100. Yeah, let's add all of that. So, what we had like 5, 10, 50, and 100. Yes. So I'm gonna add all of these. Yeah, the reason it's like shadowy right now, it's like whenever I open a new view or like add a new file or something, it doesn't capture on my Streamlabs, unfortunately. So we'll try and be quick with this so it's not too bothersome. Yeah. Okay, so this is our $1, our $2. I think our next one was $4.99, and then we had a $9.99. I think we had up to like $100. So Yeah, I would recommend don't buy the $100 one, but it's there. I was like having the option, but yeah, I would not. I wouldn't, but it's there. Yeah. Cool. So, yes, we've got up to $100. And let's add some display names. So let's gems 6, and our description will be like buy 60,000 gems. There we go. Yeah. Let's do that for all of these. So we need to have one for buying, what was it, like 110 gems I think I had for $2. Well, let me check. So yeah, it's like 110 gems for $2. Yeah, let's do that. And then I'm actually gonna write this down because I do not have this memorized, what, like how much each thing was. Yeah, so we have for $1.99, for a low price of $1.99, you too can get 110 rubies. Oh, that's right, I call them rubies, and I'm calling them gems here. Yeah, maybe I should update that wording. Yeah, so okay, $4.99, 300. I definitely need to like work on how many gems to buy. I feel like $100 getting 60k gems, like that'll literally like set you for life. Cause like our skins are only like 20 rubies, like, and then you have this cosmic one which is 150 rubies. Which, I mean, if you have like 60k gems, that's like, I don't know, maybe that's too much. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, cause like $10 will get you probably like 4 of these skins, which is like already like a lot. Yeah, I might want to work on this number of rupees to get versus like price and all that. But for now, we'll just go with this for the time being. Yeah, so yeah, let me write this down. So we've got for $5.99, 300 rupees, and for $10.99, we've got 600. For the low price of $49.99, we've got 6,000. And yeah, for the highest, you can spend $100 on the Yippee mobile game and get yourself a nice juicy 60,000 rubies. Wow. That would be like really wealthy person. That would be like the Genshin Impact player comes and wails on my Yippee mobile game. Yes, I need more gacha whales to come play my game. Yes, that would be nice. I was actually thinking on making a gacha at some point. I think that would be cool. Yeah, that would be pretty nice, but there's a lot of art that goes into a gacha, and I am no artist. Yeah, I think, yeah, if I have some stuff to spend, I'll probably hire some artists, and if I ever make a gacha to make some stuff, I think that would be cool. But yeah, for now we have the scuffed UI, very very simple UI. Yeah, so let's go ahead and add the rest of these localizations in here. So we have gems 2, and our description will be buying 110 gems. Yeah, let's do this. Buy 110 gems. There we go. And then for $5 it was 300. So yeah, let's do gems 3. Buy 300 gems. Alright. Oh wait. I wanted this to be rubies, didn't I? Yes. Let's change this wording. Yeah, because I wanna be consistent with like what the currency in the game is called. Yeah, we don't wanna have like gems in one place and rubies in another place. That would be very unpog champ. Yeah, so let's call these rubies instead of gems. I think that will be pretty good. Cool. Yeah, let's do that. So, what else have we got going on? Let's call this rubies instead of gems. And for this one, this was our $4.99, which gets us 6,000 of the rubies. So we'll call this rubies 5. Buy 6,000 rubies. Yes, that should be good. And our $10 one, that was 600 rubies. Yes, so rubies 4 buy 600 rubies. Cool. And rubies 3 for $10, we can get 300 rubies. I feel like I'm an auctioneer. Do we have anyone in the back? For $10, you can get 300 rubies. Yes, I'm missing the very quick voice. Yeah, I need to practice my auctioneer voice for this. Cool. And then, oh, yeah, we need to make this rubies. Alright. I think we are good to go here. Oh, we need to change this to be rubies. Yes. Alright, and then one more place we need to change is in our view model. We need to call this rubies. And there we go. Yeah, I guess we also need an array. So we need an array of all of these, right? But we need to, whatchamacallit, probably store these as in our constants file. Yeah. So I will add these in our constants file. So we'll call this, I suppose we can say static let, whatchamacallit, static let, I don't know what to call this, like, what is the name of this? It's like product ID, I think. Yeah, product ID. So we'll call it, static let product IDs equal an array, and here's where we'll just copy all the ones that we've got. So we've got six different types of purchases, so we'll add all this. And that will be pretty good. Cool. That's looking nice. And since it's in our constants file, we'll make this a capital P. Very, very cool. Yeah, I think that's good. So now we can just, in our view model, call constants.that, and we should be good to go for getting all of the different denominations of purchases, constants.product IDs. And then here's where, so right now we're only getting the first one here, but we'll actually probably want to pass in some denomination, and then based on the denomination we get a specific product ID. Yeah. So this is a products array. I kind of want to make it a hash map or like dictionary to map like a string to a product. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm trying to think how I would do this, because this returns an array of products. So we'd have to like map it after the fact. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that might be a bit harder to do. I think maybe better just like probably do some switch here to map like a product to a whatchamacallit, a denomination. Yeah, but we do need to pass something here. So when we purchase, like which one are we purchasing? So let's pass in probably some kind of string. Let's see. So in our what you call it, our gems view here, this is where we're calling this purchase function, and we are whatchamacallit, we're also getting a number of rubies and a price. So probably want to pass in number of rubies, I think, and then map that to a product ID. Yeah, so let's say this. Num rubies, we'll pass in this as a new parameter. And then in our shop view model, we'll also pass this in. Num rubies will be an int. And then, yeah, we'll have some private function which does like just a switch statement, like private func map num rubies to product ID. And this will just take in the same thing, number of rubies. But we'll switch on this and we'll have our denominations here. So we want to buy, what was it, like 10 rubies, I think? What's our lowest? I think it's actually 50 rubies. So for $1, you can get 50 rubies. I'm thinking about this. I wonder if there's probably a better way to do this. Maybe instead of using the denomination. Is there like an array index maybe we can pass? Oh, you know what? Maybe an array index would probably be better. Yeah, I think that would actually be better. An array index instead of number of rubies and doing this like mapping stuff. Because we can just index the array then. So we'll say product index is an int. And now we don't need this. And yeah, we'll say instead of products.first, we'll just say product index. Yeah, that'll be much better. And then we'll say else return still, in case we don't have an index. Yeah, now we'll just need to know. Oh, initializer must have optional type, not product. Oh, okay. So this doesn't become optional anymore. When we pass in the index directly. So we don't need the guard, which is nice. Yeah, that's actually probably better. One less place to fail. And now we need to pass in the product index, which is going to be the row index from our gems view. Yeah, so for that, this is where we're getting our row index. So we'll have to pass that in. Yeah, so let me see if we can get like a row index here. I remember we had to do like array, array products dot enumerated, and I think this opens up the option to get element, and now we can get row index. I think I did this in the shop or the skins view. Let's see if we can copy the same kind of syntax. Yeah, where did we do that? So that was... Where was this? Irm. I forget where did we do that? So right now we're trying to get the element of the product, like whether it was the $1 purchase or the $5 purchase. Which row did they click on in the UI? And yeah, I'm pretty sure you can pass in a row index in the for each. I'm just forgetting. I think it's offset, maybe? Oh, wait. So we've got row index. I know I did this, and I think in our skins view, we had like a for each somewhere. Yeah, here we go. So we've got enumerated. ID is element. Index is the first item. Yeah, let me just copy this, and then we can reference this in our for each here. We've got array enumerated. So this should be element. And this should be our row index. This should be our product. Cool. Let's see if that works. Yeah, that works. So now let's just pass in our row index here. I'll say row index. We'll pass that in here from our newly created row index variable. And we'll go here, row index is an int. And now, finally, we can say this. We can say product index is our row index. And that should be it for purchases. At least for local testing. And we can test this in our simulator because it doesn't work in our preview, unfortunately. Yeah, let me open this in our preview. So, or in our simulator rather. Yeah, so here's our handy dandy simulator. And if we run this on our iPhone 14 Plus simulator, then we should be seeing... Okay, and it shows up like on the bottom for some reason. I'll have to look up how to test this normally. Yeah, let's make this a little bigger. Actually, no, I need to move it a little bit on my... There we go. Alright, so... Yeah, this is the 99-cent purchase, but now if I click another row, it should update to the other ones. Yeah, this is a $1 now. And then we've got our $5. Cool. If I scroll down, it's kind of hard to look at. We've got our $99 purchase. There we go. I've got all of our denominations working. Cool. So I think that's pretty much it for store kit. Right, the only thing we need to do is update in the top right the number of whatchamacallit of rubies that we have. It's like if we buy the thing, we need to actually update that for our user. Otherwise, we'd be scamming them. It's like, yes, you can buy 100 rubies, you can buy 60,000 rubies, but if we never actually update it, then yeah, that's just me being Corpa and putting that in my pockets, and they don't get anything. That would not be very pog. That would be very unpog. Yeah, so let's update that counter in the top right. Yeah, for that we'll actually have to propagate that data back to our shop view, like all the way up here. I think so. Yeah, right now, yeah, because this is constant. This is just says 40. But ideally we'd want this to go to like 90, and maybe like they buy the 60k, and then... Oh yeah, it's like it trails off a little bit because it's too big. Maybe I want to change that font size. But yeah, I did also want to make this bold, I remember. So let's give this a font weight of semi-bold. Yeah, now that counter is a bit more sharp. It looks a little nicer, I think. Yeah. So, yeah, right here we need to call some, like, counter for getting the number of rubies. Yeah, so... I think we'll have to do that when we implement persistent storage, which we haven't done yet. There's still a lot of, like, data stuff we need to implement, like, you know, how many rubies they have, which skins they've bought, which upgrades they have, you know, like how many enemies they've killed, all this metrics about the player we need to store somewhere. But I think I'll do that in another stream, so maybe at the same time we can work on updating this gems counter when they buy some gems. But we'll definitely need to put like a to-do in our shop for this. Because if we don't handle that, then we'll actually be scamming the user. So yeah, we'll say like to-do update number of gems the player has in persistent storage. I guess in the same regard, we'll put a to-do in our shop here. So it'll be like update or like fetch number of gems from persistent storage. Or fetch number of gems from persistent storage. There we go. Yeah. Lots of to-dos. Because yeah, this is like shows 40 all the time. But ideally we want to show how many gems they've collected throughout their playing of the game and buying of gems. Yes. Cool. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it as far as whatchamacallit, in-app purchases goes. Yeah, for some reason we can't test in our preview. And I'm actually interested to see why it shows up portrait in our simulator. Yeah, let me look that up. So store kit showing portrait for purchase. Yeah, I'm gonna show this because it's someone else asked this question. I'm seeing online. This is a common question. Why it's like showing portrait. Oh, this is our other thing. Let me show it on the other Chrome. Yes, here we go. Yeah, so it says like, is it possible to display a landscape in app purchase sheet on iOS 11? Oh, no one answered it? Oh, I hope not. It looks like landscape's broken. Let's see. Change the orientation of the in-app purchase login view. Oh, you know what? I forgot. Maybe they'll have to log into their Apple account if they don't already. Yeah, that's one thing to maybe consider. Because they might like download our app and then log out of the App Store. And if they try and purchase something, then it'll fail. Yeah, so we'll have to think about that. Yeah. But for now, I think if I ran this on my phone, it would show up landscape. I think it's just the simulator that it's not working in. Yeah, so I think we're good for the most part. Yeah, so that is in-app purchases. Cool. Yeah, that was pretty quick. I didn't expect it to be so quick, but looks like we're already ahead of schedule. That's good. I'll move this up a little bit for some debugging logs. Cool. And I think also another to-do I'll want to do is showing alerts when the purchase fails. Show alert when purchase fails. Yeah, because right now we're not doing anything if they I guess it would be here if like unverified or something. Actually, well, there's no fail state actually. It's just unverified. Yeah, maybe we'll call this like unverified maybe. Yeah, we can show an alert if it's unverified maybe. Or if there's an unknown error. Actually, I don't want to do unknown because the way they describe this unknown is like they're gonna add a future implementation. Yeah, maybe in the catch block actually we can do this. Unverified and catch block. Yeah, I think that's where we can handle this. Yeah, so I think we're pretty much good to go as far as in-app purchases goes. Yeah, that's good. Also, one more. I'll get some water. I need to reset the vocal cords real quick. All right, I'm good. I'm good now. Yeah. Actually, maybe another thing I wanted to work on was So I said the shop UI was done, but actually, I feel like adding like a little dark background here, because right now it's all kind of the same yellow. I kind of want it to be a little dark for some of the, like around some areas. So there's more, I don't know, it's more, what's the word? Like, it's not blending as much with the rest of the UI. Yeah. If we have different colors, I think it'll be better. Yeah, so let me work on that. I think that'll be good to work on. Yeah, because the stuff I wanted to work on after this was a lot of like bug fixing and refactoring. And honestly, I kind of like doing that off stream because it's very mundane. It's very boring. Yeah, just fixing the bugs is not. I mean, I like squashing bugs, but there's not much UI to it. It's not very engaging. I don't think. I like the UI stuff better. It's nicer. Yeah. Oh, thank you for the follow, Ken the bot. Appreciated. Yeah, let's do a little sprucing up of the shop UI. I think that'll be pretty nice. Yeah, and also I'm still printing this. Let me stop printing this. I think where am I printing this? I'm doing that here. I think. Yeah, I'll just like comment this out for now. Maybe I want to print this in the future. I'll just keep it commented. Yeah, so this is good. Yeah, so next thing to work on, we'll add some little like dark yellow background, I think, to this. Each of these tabs will put some dark yellow. I think that'll look a bit nicer, I think. Yeah, especially for this view, because I don't know, like to me, like once the user lands on this, I feel like it won't be obvious that they're supposed to scroll down for more gems. Like it's not very, since it doesn't clip here. Like if it showed up like this, then it would be kind of obvious. Like, oh, there's like more below that I can scroll. But without like any kind of like indicator, I feel like it's not very obvious. So I feel like maybe having some kind of like dark yellow background here might make it a bit more noticeable. Yeah, and that I actually did have that before. I think I commented it out. Yeah, I did, but I didn't think it looked very nice. At least the color I was using, so I commented it out. But this is kind of what I'm thinking. Having this kind of like background here. Oh yeah, also in the preview it looks a bit weird with the text, but in the actual shop, that's kind of what is ultimately shown. So that's fine. Yeah, I don't know. Is this background nice? This little like extra dark yellow. I don't know. Yeah, it's mostly like a design decision. Oh yeah, it's also, I guess it's clipping a bit here. Yeah, because another thing is like with these arrows, it's like blending into the background. It looks a bit weird, I think. Yeah. The main thing I don't want to do is like have the tabs, like they're the same color as like what's in the tab. So it's kind of like it's blending in a bit weirdly. Yeah, like I could make it a different yellow or like a different color altogether. Like I could make it like, I mean, let's just make it like red or green for testing and see what we get. It'll look a bit weird, but just for testing, let's do that. Well, maybe like dot cyan or something. Let's take a look. Yeah, so I don't know. Does that look nice? I don't know. I'm not a very good eye for design. Yeah. Oh yeah, we also have this separator in between, this little yellow rectangle. It looks kind of out of place when this is blue. Yeah. And this still isn't obvious that we need to scroll down. I think that's because there's like an extra rectangle at the top. Like you see, there's like a little blue rectangle at the top and the bottom. I feel like we need to get rid of that. I'm not sure what's causing that. I think it's some padding I had. Let's debug and see where we can find that. Yeah, I think... Did I have padding here? It might be here. If we take this out, does that get rid of that? Let's see. So now if we scroll... it's kind of hard to scroll. I'm using a trackpad. I don't use a mouse when I develop on my Mac. I do everything on the trackpad. Yeah, that way I can just like... I'm used to developing on the trackpad, so I can develop anywhere. I can, like, without a mouse. If I want to program in the middle of the woods, I don't need like a hard place to put a mouse on. So that's... I think I like it like that. Yeah, it looks like it's not this padding that's the problem. Yeah, it's somewhere else, I think. Where is this spacing coming from? Could it be here, perhaps? So it's this shop tab view is like the content. So the way the shop is set up is we've got... Yeah, so this is the shop text, which is like the word shop at the top. And then we've got this like ruby with the little 40. And then we've got a back button in the top left. And then we've got this shop tab view, which is the giant rectangle at the bottom, which encompasses like these 3 buttons and then all the content inside here. So that's what this shop tab view is. So I'm guessing this padding comes from the shop tab view. Yeah, so let's take a look at that tab view. Yeah, so this is what this is. Yeah, so if we scroll, yeah, the padding is still there here. And this is our gems view. So I'm guessing there's like some padding here, probably, that we want to take out. Yeah, so here's this yellow rectangle, which is this kind of main back one. Like if I change it to red, it'll be more obvious. Yeah, so... Yeah, so that's that rectangle. And then we've got an inner one for the background. Yeah, which is the blue one. Yeah, so... Actually, I'll just change that to red for testing. I think it'll be easier to see things when the colors aren't, like, blending. Yeah. See all the views like that. So we've got, like, a red and a blue. And then... what else have we got? We've got our upgrades view, which is here. Yeah, I don't think these ones need to change as much. It's just the... I want there to be no, like, padding on this scrolling. Like, I want to open up the bottom, like, take away this, like, bottom little blue rectangle so that you can see the 4th row here. That way it's more obvious to, like, scroll. Yeah. So I think in our gems view, we might have some extra padding, I'm thinking. Yeah. I think so. I think that's where that is. Let's take a look at our gems view. Yeah, so here's this. Oh, yeah, we don't have any padding here, it looks like. Yeah, it's just a scroll view with this frame, and it shows each row, which is like this. Like, it's got the text and the stuff. Oh, what kind of game is this? This is like a platformer. Yeah, let me actually show you the gameplay. I've been working on the shop for a while, but I haven't actually showed the game as much. Yeah, the reason I haven't worked on the gameplay for a bit, because there's a lot of bugs, and I've been a bit intimidated to fix them, so I'm like, let me just do the shop instead. But yeah, this is what the game is. It's like a platformer, and you can attack with the melee weapon, and you can also attack with a ranged weapon. Oh yeah, and there's the enemy. There's like an enemy Yippee here. He's got like health bars. The gray ones have the least amount of health. Oh, there's a bug. Oh, okay, I'll fix that bug. But yeah, we've got a porcupine Yippee there. Yeah, it's a platformer, so you've got like different enemies that you can attack, and like different structures spawn, and like sometimes the enemies will drop some rubies. Oh, you love it? I'm glad, Ken the bot. Yeah, I'm very glad. This is like my first platformer I've built, and I based it off of this little Yippee because I like Yippee. He's a little bundle of joy, and I thought he might deserve his own mobile game. So that's why we're doing it. Yeah, and you can like jump around, and yeah, you can like shoot a bunch of stuff. I guess there's a bug right now with this. There's a couple of bugs like this little hole in the ground and this little Yippee getting squished, and that's not supposed to happen. But yeah, we'll fix the bugs with time. My code is a bit spaghetti right now, which is why there's like a lot of bugs. But we'll untangle the noodles, so to speak. Yeah. So yeah, and then yeah, as you progress in the game, like basically as you move more to the right, there'll be different color Yippies that spawn with like more health. It's like the orange ones take like 3 hits, whereas the gray ones only take like 2 hits. Yeah, I think the strongest Yippee is red. I think he takes like 5 hits or something with the sword, and the sword is like the maximum upgrade. Yeah, so you'll be able to attack with these like melee weapons, like a sword or a bow, but in the shop, these are the actual different weapons you can have. So it's like a stick and a bat and a sword. So you start off with the stick and a slingshot, and the slingshot will it'll shoot rocks. So like you saw the bow with the arrows, but you can shoot rocks with the slingshot, and then there's also a ray gun, which is like my favorite. This is my favorite one. You got like a ray gun. It'll shoot lasers at the Yippies. Yeah, it's a bit extreme, a bit gnarly, but you can be a ray gun wielding, sword wielding Yippee at maximum upgrades. Yeah, so I think that'll be pretty cool. And yeah, the Yippies drop rubies, and you can use the rubies to buy these upgrades, and you can also buy some skins. So you can, like, I was playing as the white Yippee, but eventually you can use the rubies to buy like a red Yippee or something, different color Yippies. And then you can also buy some special skins, like this cosmic one. This is like outer space Yippee. I'm gonna add some more too, I think, but I'm not sure. I don't have any ideas for other Yippee skins. Like an outer space one, I think it's cool, but we'll definitely be adding some more for sure before we release. I think that'll be good. Yeah, it's a platformer, and it's in progress. We got some bugs to fix. Cypher Yippee. Oh, maybe a Yippee based off of me. Yeah, that could be cool. Actually, one thing I was thinking on adding in like an update, not in like the first release, but as an update, would be like another tab to the shop for like cosmetics for your Yippee, like adding different things to your Yippee. Like maybe you want your Yippee to have a little flower in his head, or little like bow tie or something. I was gonna add that as like an extra tab, probably in some update. So maybe I could add like my ears or my jacket or something as like a Cypher Yippee. That could be cool. Yeah, definitely. I'm planning on like making a bunch of apps, and then like branding them with like Cypher. So like, if I launch the app, you'll see I have like a little branding. So let me show actually in the simulator. Like you'll be able to see when it launches. It like I've got my name on it, so to speak. So if I launch this, like right as it launches, you'll see like the launch screen show up with like my brand, and yeah, you see it. So it says like Cypher. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that for like all the apps that I make. I think that'll be good. Yeah, so I think maybe having a Cypher Yippee would be cool. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll make a VTuber app and we'll have different people in the app. Maybe that would be cool. Yeah, that would be very cool for sure. But yeah, so far it's going pretty well. It's going pretty good. Yeah, but I think that'll be cool. Yeah, right now the art is pretty basic. I'll admit, because I'm not very good at art, so I did a lot of like, yeah, big brain ideas indeed. We will do the big brain things in the Yippee game. Yes, that'll be good. Oh yeah, all the art right now is kind of it's pretty basic. I did I'll admit I did a little bit of the artificial intelligence to make some of the images, a little bit of the AI images, but yeah, which I know is a little bit frowned upon. But I'm a cheapskate. That's why I did that. Yeah, but for sure, I think the future apps I'll be a little bit less. What's the word? Cheap. And we'll probably get some artists to make some pretty things. I think that'll be good. But yeah, for now we make do. But yeah, let's see what's going on here. Yeah, the main thing I want to fix here in the shop is like there's like a little blue rectangle at the bottom, a little extra rectangle there. Now I don't really want to show because it's kind of hiding some rows. Yeah. So let's see, how can we fix this? I thought it was this padding maybe, but I don't think it is. I think it's something else. Yeah, I'm not even sure what this padding does. Is this like a V-stack, a spacer, shop tab view, and the padding? Yeah, it would have to be inside the shop tab view, where that little rectangle's coming from. Yeah, let's take a look. Let's see, what could be going on here? Oh, maybe it's this rectangle? The height might be too big. Perhaps it's too big of a height, I think. Well, let's think. So what if I made this like divided by like 1.5 or something? Ah, there we go. And now, oh, there's still a rectangle. Ooh, okay. And that's coming from this one. So if we make this divide by 1.5, yeah, let's divide this. Oh, that's a comma, not a period. Although I think some countries do commas for periods, so that might not be totally inaccurate. Yeah, there's something that's like hiding part of the view. I think it's like some frame somewhere. Yeah, I don't know. I think it'll be fine. I think it's fine. We don't have to think about it too much. Maybe we can flash the scroll view indicator on the gems view. Like if we like flash it, so like you see the little bar on the right when we scroll? There's sometimes we can flash it right when they see the view so that they know it's scrollable. I know in UIKit they allow that, but in SwiftUI I don't recall. They might not have implemented that yet. Let me see actually if I can do that. I'm gonna look it up. SwiftUI flash scroll view indicator. I wonder if I can do that. Oh wait, there is a value. Yeah, okay, we can do it. So let me go to our where was our scroll view? It's I think it's here, right? Yeah, here we go. There is a flash scroll view indicator's value. It's called scroll view. Oh wait. Scroll indicators. Oh wait. I think oh no, it's only iOS 17. Yeah, the link I'm looking at. Yeah, it looks like they haven't implemented it yet in iOS 16. And we're targeting iOS 16 and up. So we can't do this actually. It's only in a new version of iOS. Yeah, so it's called like scroll indicators flash, and you can do it on up here. but looks like we can't do this yet. It's only iOS 17, which I think is the most recent iOS version. Yeah, so we can only do this if we want to have our app only allow iOS 17 and up, which I'm not super... I don't know, like on my iPhone, on my personal iPhone, I'm still running like iOS 16.4, I think. Or like, it's iOS 16, I think. Yeah, because otherwise it won't show in the App Store for people with older iOS versions. Which, yeah, just for the flash indicator, I mean, yeah, I don't want to restrict our app so much, so we'll just ignore this for now. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. We'll live. We will persevere. Yeah. So, oh, we've got an error somewhere. Where's our error? Oh, it doesn't say. I'm gonna run a clean then. I'm gonna clean the build folder. Usually that gets rid of random stuff. Oh, wait, there is an error. Something about derived data. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, we just need to take this out. Now we're good. Now we are A-okay. So, let's work on... Yeah, I was gonna add this, like, dark color to this background. Yeah, maybe... So that's what this looks like. And before, I had this set to dark yellow, I think I did. Yeah, so... If I make this dark yellow... Yeah, I don't know if that looks good. Yeah, I'm not so sure. And I kind of want to make it a bit wider. It's like 0.9 almost. Yeah. What if I made it the full width? Would that look okay? That looks a bit weird, honestly. That looks a little weird. What if I made it like 0.95 or something? There's a little bit of a gap. So, I don't know. Yeah, I do not have an eye for design. So this is, I don't know. Like before, I didn't include this background. And with that, it felt like a little weird. Because like it blends with the tabs. Oh wait, I just noticed something. Yeah, when I click gems, it kind of shrinks a bit. Wait, why is that? I think I took out a padding or something. Yeah, it's shrinking a bit when I go to the gems view. Let's see, what, I think I might have changed something. Yeah, what did I change? I did this, and this. Oh, maybe I took out something here. No, that looks fine. Yeah, we definitely want to fix that. We don't want it to be a different width, for sure. Let's look. Oh, I know what's happening. I set a frame on upgrades view and skins view, but not on gems view, so we need to add this here. Yeah, that way it's consistently sized. Yeah, I think we're good then. Yeah, let's take a look at our shop now. Hopefully it shouldn't do that weird, like, shifting. Yeah. Also, I'm gonna bring back our debug. Yeah. So, okay, yeah, now it's not like shifting when we go to the gems tab. Yeah. Oh, hello AVM. Welcome back. Yeah, we were working on in-app purchases. We actually got it working. Yeah, let me show that. So if I go into simulator, yeah, we've got some in-app purchases working now. At least for like testing purposes, not using real monies, but once we hook it up in our App Store Connect account, it will use real monies. But we've got it working with some test purchases. So let me run this in the simulator. Yeah, we've got this working pretty quick actually. So it's doing some good things. So if I go to our shop, and I go to the gems tab, which is like where we do our in-app purchases, if we click, you'll see it. It shows a little in-app purchase. Albeit for some reason it shows like sideways, so I kind of like have to do this to show it on stream. It's like, I think it'll look different on my actual device, but in the simulator, we've got a little in-app purchase working now. So you can see there's like for $2 you can get your 110 gems. But if I go down, click this one, I can purchase. Oh wait, there's a bug. Oh no, it didn't register the click, I think. Oh no, it looks like our last one isn't working. I'll have to debug that. But yeah, we've got like a $50 that's working. Yeah, so it's doing some pretty good stuff, and we can pay for this, but it's not actually paying. Yeah, so that's pretty good. Yeah, all is working well and dandly with the in-app purchases. Very cool. Yeah. Yeah, it's like a Swift API for payments. It's called a store kit. That's what we're using. The Swift store kit. Yeah, that's kind of like the main thing for doing in-app purchases in iOS apps. So the store kit lets you do subscription purchases and like consumable and non-consumable purchases. Yeah, it works pretty well. But yeah, that's what we're doing. Yeah, I think there was a bug with our $99 purchase. So let's take a look at that. I think I might have missed something. Maybe in our constants file, I've got up to rupees 6. So this is like, I guess this is our $1, $2, $5, 10, 50. Yeah, I think this is our $100 purchase. Let's take a look. Yeah, so I think we've got this rupees 6. I gotta run this in the simulator again. Maybe I didn't click it right, I feel. Oh no, it showed up here. I'm gonna run it in the simulator again and see. Let me take a look again. Let me take another gander over at our handy dandy simulator. We go all the way down. Click this one. Okay. That's interesting. So it kind of works up to... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. Maybe it's not registering the taps. Okay, so that time it stops working after $10. We've got a most sinister bug going on. It's the type of bug that shows up sometimes and not all the time. It's not a very fun one. I feel like it's related to this warning that's showing up behind me in the console. That's probably why. We probably actually need to handle that instead of ignoring it. But it looks like it's not getting all the different denominations of purchases every time. So yes, it's quite devious indeed, Ken the bot. It's a devious purchase, or devious bug with the purchasing, indeed. So we've got to figure out why that might be. That app already knows that I'm broke AF. Hey, I would say like me personally, I don't even spend a lot on like mobile games. I play a lot of mobile games, but I don't spend a lot. So I would say probably just like grind out the gems to buy your upgrades and your skins. Well, yeah, I leave the option for very large whale purchases. Yeah, this is where I'm like, I want all the Genshin Impact, all the gacha players who spend a bunch of monies on mobile games to come play my game and buy 1,000,000 gems. Yes, that would be the ideal world. But me personally, I would recommend just grinding them out. Because yeah, the skins aren't super expensive. I don't know. Maybe I'll up the price because like if you pay $100 and you get 60,000 gems, like that's gonna set you for life. Like that's already gonna buy you all the skins in the shop, and then you'll still have like so much left over. Like I'll just like push out updates for more skins, and you'll already have like way too many gems. So I might have to like work on how many gems you can get with each purchase. But yeah, for the time being, it'll be. I have this. Yeah, yeah. I'm not sure where this bug is coming from. I might have to do a little bit of a investigations for sure. Yeah, we might have to do a little bit of a whatchamacallit, a little bit of Doctor Who on, or no, Sherlock Holmes, not Doctor Who, would be Sherlock Holmes and try and figure out where this bug is coming from. Yeah, so something about listening for transaction updates. Create a task to iterate transaction updates at launch. I don't know. I don't know if it's related to that because, like, the thing is, we are getting that the different purchases back in this array. It's like it's not letting us click like the $50 or the $100 ones, but we are getting them back in our array. So it's at least fetching them. So I feel like it's something else maybe. Yeah, and the weird thing is it's only the end of the array that it's doing this. It's like the first time it didn't do it for the $100 one. The second time it didn't do it for both of these. So yeah, I'm wondering if it's something to do maybe like I don't know, wherever I'm searching it, it's getting like truncated or something. Oh, actually, I think I know now. I'm searching it by index, which is row index. So maybe it's not picking it up in our row. Yeah, so let's take a look at our code here. We've got our gems view here, and we're passing a row index. And based on whatever row that we're on in the gems view, we determine like which purchase we should be making. Yeah, so we've got a row index here, and then we pass that up to this gem row view, and then we put that in here. Like the product index is based off of the row index. But I feel like if this row index is not right, then it won't pick up the purchase, I think. But yeah, I guess to test that we can do some prints, I guess. Like tapped on row index or something. Yeah, well, let's test in our simulator again. See what's going on. Yeah, we'll bring back up our trusty simulator, and we'll check our logs to see if it's printing the thing. I'll start by clicking this. Yeah, so it's not. Okay, so it did say tapped on rows. Oh, row 5. Okay, oh no, that should be fine. Yeah, because this array goes from like 0 to 5. Yeah, so I think it is getting the right purchase item, but it's not like doing anything about it. So I'm gonna do some more prints and stuff in our view model. I'm lagging, just trying to understand how this coding stuff works. Oh yeah, coding is pretty cool. Yeah, I like mobile programming because it's fun. Yeah, to give an overview, this is the Swift programming language, which is a language built by Apple for creating like iPhone apps and iPad apps. And this whole program that I'm using is called Xcode, which is basically where you put your code for building these different types of apps. Yeah, unfortunately, Xcode is actually only available on Mac, so you need a Mac to do all this. Yeah, it's a little exclusive. Yeah, Apple has their own. I guess it's like their own business structure. It's like everyone has to buy a Mac to code for iPhones and stuff. But yeah, Yeah, that's how this is. And technically, you can also use Xcode and Swift to write apps not only on iPhone and iPad, but also on Apple TV and Watch OS, so like an Apple Watch or Apple TV. There's also something called an Apple Pencil, which you can program for using Xcode. And also, you can make Mac apps, so like stuff like iMovie or like GarageBand. I mean, technically, you could make that in Xcode. Yeah, so that's kind of like a little overview on kind of like we're coding inside Xcode using the Swift programming language. Yeah, coding is pretty fun. I like it, especially like making mobile apps, because yeah, or you could rent a Mac OS instance on AWS and use Xcode. Yeah, technically you could do that too. Yeah, you could pay Amazon for a Mac server and run your little apps in Xcode on, for sure. Indeed. But yeah, I like mobile development the most because it's like once you program something and you run it on your actual phone, then you've got it forever and you can take it with you wherever you go. Whereas like I don't know, like a desktop app, you have to be at a computer to look at what you've made. But with a phone app, it's like, oh, I could be on the train and I just like pull up the app that I made, and it's pretty neat. It's a nice feeling. I'll say that. But yeah, there's definitely like, if you're new to programming, there's a lot of different avenues you can go down. Like you can be a mobile dev, you could be a website developer, you can make different websites. You can make desktop apps. You could make like software for like a company or something. You can make games. Yeah, like right now I'm making a mobile game, but you could make other things too. You can make like there's other types of apps like stock apps and the YouTube app, the Twitch app. There's like a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff you can do if you want to try it. I think I'll stick to doodling and building Gundams. Hey, that's also cool. Yeah, I want to doodle too. I'm not very good at art at all, and I think that would even help with what I'm doing. So I see what you're doing. I kind of like that idea too. Gundams are cool too. I've seen some other VTubers make Gundams. Yeah, need the Yippee game on VR. Oh, you know what? Actually, I think I might be I might be wrong, but from what I remember, I think all the new apps that get published to the App Store are automatically ported over to the Vision OS, like the Apple Vision Pro, like the new headset. So I think technically, I'll have to check again. I'll have to double check. But if I publish this app, you might be able to play it on that Apple Vision Pro headset. So that would be cool. Yeah, that Yippee on. I guess that's AR more like than VR, or I guess it's kind of both. But yeah, Yippee game on VR. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you can technically build apps for that headset in Xcode too. That's like another OS you can build for the Vision OS. Indeed. Yeah, yeah, you can do some cool things in Xcode. I like it. I've been using it for a long time. Yeah, it's a love hate relationship for sure. The Xcode has got its bugs, but you can build quite a many thing on Xcode, for sure. Yeah. Well, what to work on next? I do kind of want to have like a background here, like, especially for this scroll view. Um, yeah, I do want some. I kind of want to redesign the shop a little bit, just ever so slightly. Um, yeah, let me take a look again at that the color thing that I was doing with this like cyan stuff, just for testing. Um, yeah, because I don't know if that's very. So I just put this as cyan for testing, but um, yeah, I kind of want some kind of color here to distinguish different parts of the UI. Um, Yeah, so for the shop view, let's take a gander. So, I think this looks nice here for like this little gems view. Um, yeah, we kind of need to make it a little bigger for this little upgrades view, so maybe we'll set it to like 0.9 and we'll use the dark yellow, I think. Yeah, let's try that. I think that was here. Yeah, so we'll make this the dark yellow and we'll set this to 0.9. A little bit of changing the numbers and seeing how things look. Let's take a gander. Okay, yeah, but then this button becomes like almost invisible. This little triangle. Guess that might not be the best color to do. Also, there's not much like padding on the sides of this. On the left and right side, it's pretty close. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, that's like a debate I'm having with myself, like whether to add this color at all or not. I'm tempted to just leave it out, but yeah, I think it's okay. I think it is a-okay. Yeah, I think we're okay. Triangle outline, maybe? Oh, like a, yeah, I see what you mean, like a little border for our triangle. Yeah, that could work. Like have it a little black outline for the triangle. Actually, I had this asset, like this top left triangle. I originally used that for this one, but because it was kind of the same color, it was really blending with the background, but I could add like a little black outline for this triangle. Yeah, the thing is though, I need to do that in Photoshop because this triangle is actually an image. I guess that's not very like an optimal way of doing it, but yeah, I have a triangle image for that. I think I called it like it was navigate arrow or something. Yeah, this one. Yeah, so I like that idea, having like a little black outline for the triangle. I think that would make it look more stylish for sure. But yeah, I might need to add that later. Yeah, but that's pretty nice. Yeah, so I think we're pretty much good with the shop. I might have to investigate this bug with the in-app purchases a bit later, but I think for now we're good with this. I kind of want to work on some gameplay stuff a little later. Yeah, navigate Dorito. Yeah, it's basically a navigate Dorito. Yeah, we click the Dorito to go between the different elements. Yes. Yeah, this is pretty basic. But yeah, very tasty button indeed. Yes. Oh, dude, now you got me hungry. I only had like, what did I even eat today? I had like, I had a Popeyes. I had some nice Popeyes today. I still need to eat more foods. Need to consume more unhealthy things. Yes. I kind of want to fix some of these gameplay bugs a bit later. I think, and I'm pretty much done with like the shop UI for now. So I think I'm a little conflicted on what next to work on. I think I might do the leaderboard. I kind of want to work on the leaderboard next. Chicken sandwich. Yes, yeah. I think I do need something healthy for sure. A nice chicken sandwich would be nice, indeed. That would be very tasty. I'm a big fan of the chicken. I'm a big chicken enjoyer, so to speak. Yes. Um. Yeah, that sounds very tasty. Um. Yeah. Let me see if I can. I might work on the leaderboard next. Like this is where the leaderboard would go. This little like 1, 2, 3 button. You would click it and it would show the leaderboard. So what I'm thinking on doing is like having a leaderboard based on like how far you've gotten the game. It's like in the game, you can move from left to right. So it stops here. but you can keep going right infinitely. And I was thinking on keeping a tally of like how much they've moved to the right, and then maybe there's like a leaderboard on like distance traveled or something, and you can see like who's gotten the furthest in the game. And it'll be kind of hard because eventually I'll give these enemies little weapons. So trust me, right now it looks pretty easy to go from left to right, but eventually these little dudes, these little colorful Yippee enemies, they're gonna have their own swords and bows to attack you with. Dark Souls gameplay. Oh my gosh, yeah, that would be something. Yeah, that would be some pretty. Oh, you know what? That reminds me. I've been playing a bunch of Elden Ring recently. Like, actually, yeah, probably gonna do that later. But yeah, I've been prepping for the DLC. That's for sure. I wanna I wanna I'm probably gonna play that DLC on stream too, because that looks super fun. Like the whole yeah Elden Ring and the new boss, the new fire boss looks cool. But yeah, I'm definitely I'm definitely grinding the Elden Rings for sure. But yeah, I think that'll be pretty fun to play. I think indeed. Yeah. So, yeah. Do I want to work on the leaderboard? I think so. There's also the stats button, but we're not even saving any data yet. So I might do that later. Um, yeah. Let's work on maybe the leaderboard a little bit. Um, I'm not sure how to style the leaderboard. I might have like, because there's different ways you can do leaderboards, and I was gonna use Game Center. So Game Center allows you to like, show like different Apple accounts. Like basically, if you sign into your Apple account and use Game Center, that'll be like your ID. And a lot of games, like say like Doodle Jump, for example, they have a leaderboard based off of Game Center, and they show like there's like global, and there's local, and there's all time, like 3 different tabs. Yeah, let me see if I can find like an image, because I'm probably gonna base the leaderboard off of that. Leaderboard Doodle Jump, kind of something like that. Oh, they have. This is what it looks like. Yeah, let me pull that one up, Jamie. Yeah, like a Joe Rogan style. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, so this is what the Doodle Jump leaderboard looks like. I might do something like this. So they got like different tabs here. They've got like all time score, and then they have this week and today. I might not do like this week and today because I don't know if we'll get that many people playing. Maybe if we get a lot of people play, we can add that. But then they've got this local, friends, and global. Yeah, maybe I'll do like friends and global. I don't know how hard that'll be to implement. Like I did a leaderboard in one of my other apps, and I just did a global, and all time basically, and that was pretty straightforward. Yeah, maybe we'll want to investigate like friends. If you have like Game Center friends, you can check how they're doing in the game. Yeah, for now we'll just do like a all-time global, I think. Yeah, so that should be pretty nice. Yeah, so let's go ahead and start some leaderboard stuff, shall we? I think so. Yes, let's do that. So we shall start with a new view. The style of Doodle Jump UI is so simple and appealing. Yeah, isn't it? It's very inspiring indeed. It's like, yeah, I like to look at a lot of different apps when trying to figure out what UI I should do. And I do like Doodle Jump a lot. There's another app that I like the UI of. I'll show this one. It's called a Fern Flower. I look at this UI a lot. Fern Flower game. Yeah, let me show some stuff. This is a fun game. It's a Unity game, but it's a mobile game. Let me pull this one up. I like this game. I play it sometimes. Here's Fernflower, and the design is very cool. I like the aesthetic. Now here's like the UI. They got like this like start button, and then the shop button and the settings button, and I think you can see like player data. And then here's the shop, so you can like buy different characters, or for like different amounts, and you can go back. It's kind of like my Yippee shop. You can spend your rubies on different skins, and you can go back through the top left and see how many gems you have in the top right. Yeah, I like this game. Yeah, this game you like you play as this little character, and you have to the goal of the game is to get to the like go as far high as you can. Yeah, so it's like you can fall down and die, but you gotta keep going up. Yeah, I'd recommend this game. This is a fun game. One of those quick, fun games to play. Yeah. But I like their UI. It's very sleek, very minimal, very nice. Yeah. Yeah. It's very cool. Yeah. So let's build a kind of a leaderboard. I think that will be good. Yeah. So I'll start by making a new file. We'll call this a leaderboard view. And yeah, I'm a little tempted to just copy directly what I had in my other app because I've built a leaderboard before, and I'm thinking on building something very similar. So yeah, I think I might do something like that. Yeah, I'm gonna look on my other app. I don't wanna leak the app because it's on my personal account, but it's on the App Store. I can't leak it, but it's there. I'll just say that. Yeah. Let me take a look at the leaderboard I did for that. Leaderboard view. Let's take a gander. Yes. Okay. And I did some Game Center stuff. Yeah, so here's what I need to do. I need to import game kit. This is where the leaderboard comes into play. Yeah, and with this you can pull leaderboard data, if I remember right. Yeah, maybe I should I'll work instead of on the UI first. I'll work on pulling leaderboard data. Because I made a function in that other app, which is pretty, like I don't have to think about the UI to do this. So we'll say this one is called load leaderboard. And this will be an async. Oh, actually, there's something I need to add first. Before I do that, I need to allow our app to support leaderboards. So yeah, I think I need to do that here, or supported intents. We need to declare an intent here. This authentication. Oh no, maybe it's not here. Is it here? Frameworks, libraries. No, I forget where to add this. Capabilities, I think. Yes. I need to add leader or game center. Oh no, that's a template. Here we go. Game center leaderboard. Oh, I don't see it here. I'm gonna look up a tutorial again. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Game center leaderboard, SwiftUI. The famous free code camp. This is a good website to look at. Let me pull this one up. I like this free code camp. Is very nice. They do a lot of YouTube videos too. Yeah. So let's take a look at some Game Center leaderboard. Very simple. Because without Game Center, I'd have to implement my own backend for a leaderboard. which is not ideal. Then you start to get into some cost with like hosting servers or cloud computing stuff. But if you use built-in Game Center, it's like it's built in, so you don't gotta like do your own stuff. Yeah. So let's take a look. Oh, okay. Yes, I need a paid Apple developer account. Yeah, I don't have this yet. I only have it on my personal account, but I'm gonna make a new account for Cypher. Yeah, so I'll set that up later. Oh right, and then you have to do all this in the App Store Connect website. Yeah, but I think I can set some stuff up locally, I think. Oh, you're right, you need authentication. Yeah, so basically when you open the leaderboard, it'll ask you to sign into Game Center. If you're not already. Yeah, because otherwise it won't show you the leaderboard. Yes, this is all leaderboard UI stuff. And then, yeah, here's the authentication on up here. And then, yeah, you gotta submit scores. So, like, in the game, in the Yippee game, when you die, it'll submit your score to the Game Center leaderboard. And then if you're like number 1, it'll go to the top of the leaderboard. But if not, it'll still be saved there. And there's actually a place to view it in App Store Connect. It's kind of cool. Like, you can see other people's scores as a developer in this website, which is kind of cool. Yeah. It's cool. Yeah, so here's authentication stuff. And then submitting scores, yes. Yeah, so this is kind of the default Game Center view, but you can implement your own custom view, so it doesn't look like this. Because for like my Yippee game, I don't want it to look like gray with all this stuff. We'll have our own custom leaderboard view. Yeah, I thought I was looking here for like entitlements. Like I thought you might have to add like some capability to your app to do this, but it looks like you don't. I guess you just need to call this function and it should automatically handle it. I'm gonna search for some entitlements or something, or capabilities. Nah, doesn't look like they make it a strict requirement to like state in the app that you have to support Game Center or something. There's other functionalities that require that. Yeah, let me. Yeah, some examples of that are like. Let's actually take a look. So, yeah, you'd have to do like this home kit or health kit. So you'd have to do like health kit if you wanted to add that. You'd have to state that here. So that might be like if you have an app where you're keeping track of like someone's heartbeat or something. Oh man, I'm dead. Oh, I'm sorry, Ken, but yeah, this is a whole bunch of setup and stuff for this. Yeah. I hope you feel better. Yeah, this is some cool things here. Like if you wanted to add like maps to your app, like Uber, you'd have to put like this little value here, for different like capabilities for that. Yeah, let's see what else are stuff in here. Family controls or data protection. Oh, that's cool. Like, oh, I want my app to have family controls. I don't want little Johnny to use this certain feature in the app. So we'll put some controls on our app. Yeah. So that's the kind of stuff you can put in here. But for now, we'll get rid of all this stuff because we don't have any of this. Yeah. So, yeah, it's kind of, I don't know how much I can really do with the leaderboard without any setup in my Apple developer account. So, I might, in the meantime, instead of working on the leaderboard, I might just work on some gameplay stuff. There's a lot of bugs there's quite a bit of many bugs in the game. Um, yeah, I was gonna do some like code refactoring for this, but yeah, there's a lot to refactor. So the main game logic is in this game scene file that I have, and it's starting to approach yandere dev territory because it's almost 1,000 lines. Oh, it is 1,000 lines. Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so there's a lot of refactoring we need to do. Because we're starting to run into some bugs because of how we're setting things up. Yeah, so we'll definitely need to do some code refactoring. Yeah, poor trapped yippies. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes there's a bug with the structure spawning, where like it'll spawn, and sometimes the little yippies get stuck inside. Like he's trying to get out. He's wagging his little feet to try and get out of this little dirt pyramid here. Yeah, poor little yippee man. Yeah, he's got a one eye to the outside world and one eye stuck. Yeah, poor little yippee man. Yeah, let's see if we can find some more stuck enemies. Oh no, we got little orange yippee here. He's stuck in this bridge. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, most unfortunate for these little yippies. Yeah, like I've got one stuck in the stairs of this little bridge here. Oh, look, it's the yippee under the bridge. It's like you've heard of the grumpy old troll under the bridge. Here's the little orange yippee under the bridge. Yeah, poor little yippee man. Yeah, there's a lot of bugs to fix. Yippee jail. Yes, exactly. This little yippie's been very naughty, so we've relegated him to the little bridge jail. Yeah, poor little yippie. He's got to serve his time before he gets out. Yeah, there's a lot of bugs though. Yeah, I'm almost like intimidated by how many bugs are in this game. I think once we do a code refactor, it should look nice, but I don't know. Code refactors and like bug fixing is not something I like to do on stream too much because it's very like, I mean, there's like 1,000 lines of code in here, man. There's like, I kind of want to just like fix this all up because it's not really gonna be doing a lot in the game when I'm fixing this. It's just kind of like code cleanups and changing how things are set up. Because like one thing I wanted to do, so there's this object called user data on SK Sprite node. So SK Sprite node has this user data object, and one thing I wanted to do was turn this into a struct instead of use this dictionary here, which is defaulted for SK Sprite node, because this doesn't support like. One thing I wanted to do was associate like the health bars to like the player and the enemy, and the health bars are called SK shape nodes, and we can't put this inside user data, so I need to make like a struct for this. So that was the one refactor I was gonna do. But yeah, that would kind of take a while, and it would be very like, I don't know, very kind of gross to do. So I might relegate that to like an off-stream task. But yeah, hopefully we won't have like 1,000 lines. After the refactoring, it should go down a lot. Yeah, but that's how we're doing it right now. Yeah, trying to think what else did I want to do. One thing I kind of wanted to do in the game, so like in the leaderboard, I was gonna make the leaderboard based off of like the distance traveled in the game. So like if the player who's traveled the most to the right in the game will be like the person at the top of the leaderboard. I think that would be a good way to do it. Or maybe I could have like points. If you like defeat a lot of yippies, you get points. Maybe I could do that. Actually, that might be better. Because I was gonna, so you can travel to the right like infinitely. You can keep going right forever. And that's kind of what I was thinking, like in the leaderboard. Like it'll be the number one player is the one who's traveled the most. But maybe I should do like number one player is the one who's defeated the most yippies. That could be it. Or maybe I could show like different leaderboard tabs for both. I could have both. Like I could have a tab for like player with the most distance traveled, and one for like player who's defeated the most Yippies, or like gotten the most points for beating Yippies. Yeah, like maybe like defeating the red Yippies gets a lot of points, and that could put you up on the leaderboard like pretty high. But one thing I wanted to do maybe was show one of these metrics in the UI. It's like I've got like the number of rubies in the top left, and I've got a pause button in the top right. But I was thinking maybe in the middle of those, I could have another number, which is like either like points or like distance traveled. Maybe. I don't know if that'll like clutter up the UI too much, but that's kind of what I was thinking. Maybe have like another number in between for either like, yeah, like distance or points. So I could work on that. I could add that. That wouldn't be too hard to implement. Yeah, I just don't know if I want to have like another number in the UI that the user constantly sees. That might be a little bit cluttered. But if it's for the leaderboard, I think it would be fine. Like points or something. Yeah. Well, let me take a look at the Doodle Jump UI, because I like Doodle Jump UI. They do things nice. I think they have points for like how high you go, and also like a pause button. Let's take a look. Doodle Jump, the famous Doodle Jump. Let's get some inspiration for our mobile game, for how the UI should look. Because yeah, I'm not a very good design person. I like the coding things, but when it comes to design, I'm a bit noob. Okay, so here's how they do it. They have like the top left, they've got this number here for like how far you've traveled, I think. Actually, I don't know if that's how much you've traveled. It might also be... Oh, no, I think I remember. I think that is just how high you've gone. Because you can also defeat those little enemies. And I thought maybe that would like add to the score, but no, I think it's just like how high you've gone. Yeah, so I don't know, maybe for like our game, we'll do like how much right you've gone, like distance traveled, but there's also the aspect of like defeating the enemies. Yeah. Oh yeah, here they've got like even more different UI. Got like stars in the top right, a pause button in the top left, and in the middle they've got probably like how high you've gone. Yeah, that's pretty much like what I kind of want. It's like we have rubies in the top left and a pause button in the top right. And then we can have like another number in the middle, I think, for like, yeah, I guess like how far you've traveled or something. Yeah, I think that could maybe work. Yeah, let's just see what that looks like. Maybe we can take it out if we don't like it. But at least just seeing what it looks like and how that kind of plays into the game. Yeah, so yeah, I suppose we can work on that. So how about we add another label to our screen? Yeah, we'll just copy the code that we had for our Ruby label. Yeah, wherever this was here. Oh yeah, we'll need another func then. Func like update distance count label, or just I guess like distance label. And then we'll do this. Yeah. Well, actually, since this is kind of copied code, maybe it would be better to make this an extension. Yeah, an extension on SK label node. Yeah, I'm tempted to do that better. Like update the attributed text to some value. and you can pass in like all these attributes, I think. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make this an extension. So let me just copy this, and we'll go to our extensions file, and we'll make an extension. Oh, that's not extension. This is sk label node, and we'll call this update attributed, like update attributes, update, yeah, update, yeah, update attributes. That's a good name, I think. Yeah, and then we'll look at our function here, and here's what we'll do. So extensions allow you to like add extra functionality to an object. So, like for example, here's an extension on UI image. It allows me to have like these functions here. Like here's a function for resizing an image or making an image black and white. Because normally in Swift, there isn't a function for like making an image black and white. But if I do an extension to the UI image object, then I can add my own functions to the language, basically, and use them later on, which is kind of cool. Yeah, so we'll do one for sk label node for updating these attributes. I think that should like shorten the number of lines that we have in that one file, and maybe put us under the 1,000 line mark. Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, so here we'll say self.attributed text equals, and then we'll just copy all this. Yeah, and then we'll have to pass in like what we want to do here. So we'll say text will be a string, and then we'll just put like text here. In fact, we can just say text here. Yeah, and then we'll also have what other attributes? So we've got stroke, width, we've got stroke color, foreground color, font, and font size. Yeah, so we'll pass all that in. Oh, thank you, AOML, for the follow. Yeah, we'll be doing some mobile game development in the future too. Yeah, I've got lots of plans for this Yippee game. We've got some good stuff going on. Yeah, so let's add all these as like little parameters for this extension function. So for our stroke width, a bit sus, a little bit sus. We've got big plans for our Yippee mobile game. Yeah, where we're planning on doing some sus things like collect everyone's IP address who downloads the app and opens it. Yes. Nah, we won't be evil. Nah. Yeah, you know who would do that though? I'm gonna throw a little shade, like Facebook, dude. Bro, I don't know about Facebook, but dude, whenever I think of Facebook, I just think of like they don't care about like privacy that much. Because ever since like there was a scandal, there was a Cambridge Analytica scandal where they were literally selling people's data to a third-party company. And I don't know, every time I think of Facebook, I just think of that scandal. And it's just like, bro, I bet you they're doing something when you open their app. So, I don't know. It is very sus. Oh yeah, anyways. What are we doing? So, update attributes. So, let's put a stroke width parameter here. So, what is this? This is a double, I think. So, we'll put a stroke width. I'll do CG float. That's kind of the double that I use for game dev in Swift. I think this is a UI color. So we'll put UI color for stroke color. Yeah, and then we'll do the same for the foreground color. And we'll do a font type. The lizard man had taped over his laptop camera in a video once too. I saw that. He had like a little tape over his laptop camera in one of his Zoom calls, I think, or something. I remember that. Or no, I think it was like he took a photo of it. Yeah, I remember he's even like sus about like privacy too. Yeah, bro. bro. Dude, Zuck is an actual lizard man. Yeah, did you see like him drinking the water when he went to the Congress to testify? He's like recharging all the memes. It's like robot cooling down. Bro. Yeah, Zuck very sus. Very sus Zuck. Yeah. What do we got here? We got a font name. I'll do that, I guess, string. And font size, another flute. Yeah, well, we'll pass all this in. Yeah. Yeah, Zuck, very sus indeed. Indeed, most sus. Yeah. Don't you want to be Among Us sus now? Oh, you don't want to be Among Us sus now, do you, Cypher? Oh, you know what? That reminds me. I made a sus Among Us app. You know what? I might actually show it because it's funny. I like that meme app. I know. I'm gonna show it. I did make an Among Us sus app like a long time ago, like a couple years ago. I'm gonna show it because this is a big meme. Yeah, let me show this Among Us app. Let's see if I can even run it because it's so old. It might not even run. Yeah, let me get my handy dandy simulator out. This is a fun app. Oh, it's building. Okay, this is actually gonna run. Yeah, let me show. Oh, okay, I got this. Yeah, let me add this. I'll just have to do a little bit of tweaking of the things. Yeah, let me capture this thingamajig. Yeah, here we go. You'll bear witness to my Among Us app. Oh, you hear it? Oh, dang. I didn't even... Yeah, because on my end, I don't hear it. I think because the way the audio is synced up, like, I don't hear it. But here it is. Yes, here's my Among Us app. Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned the Among Us sus now. Because I actually... I made this app for the sus. So you see, this looks very sus, doesn't it? So I put it in the sus section. And this one, this is Bubble Bass. He's not very sus, so yeah, I'll put him in the not sus. But this one looks a little like an imposter, I'd say. So I put it sus. And the frog, yeah, this one not very sus. Same for the cow, not sus. Or Waluigi, nah. But the fire alarm, oh my gosh, that looks like a crewmate, man. I think that's a little sus. Fortnite, nah, not very sus. Pickle Rick, nah. But the fire extinguisher, oh man, now that's a bit suspicious. What about what's it, Sully Wazowski? No, not very sus. But this little paper thing, oh my gosh, that's a bit suspicious. Harambe, nah, not sus. The door though. Bro, that thing's looking at me. That's sus. What about this Minecraft loading symbol? Looks a little bit like a crewmate from the hit game Among Us. I think that's a little sus. Same for this chicken nugget, man. Oh my gosh. And B-movie? Nah, not very sus. Big Chunkus? Nah. The trashes though. Those are sus. Same. Oh, this TV. Oh my gosh. Hooray! We found all the sus imposters. Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned that about like the Among Us stuff because I made an app on this. Bro. Yeah, dude. Man. Bro, that was fun to make. I like making really dumb things. And that was one of the things. Yeah, I like turning like memes into really silly games like that. And yeah, that was one of the meme games I made. We'll be doing more such tomfoolery in the future. Yeah, the unfortunate thing though is that we can't really release those on the App Store because of like copyright issues, and also Apple is very strict about like what we can put in the App Store. like has to follow a lot of rules. So I just make it to show it. But yeah, it'll live in the simulator for now. I might open source it probably. I've been lazy about it. That's why I haven't put it on my GitHub yet. But if I put it on my GitHub, then eventually like people can download it through Xcode. You know the rules, and so do I. Yeah, dude, Apple has a buttload of rules. Like, bro, I'm gonna show it really quick because it's kind of boring. But dude, they've got like Apple developer or like App Store guidelines. My goodness, the amount of rules they have. Bro, I'll show this just for a little bit. Never gonna give you up, bro. Yeah, take a look at this, man. I basically had to like memorize some of this because without it, then they reject your app. They don't let it in the App Store. Or bro, look how many rules they have. Bro, it's like if I'm a solo indie dev and I have to become a lawyer to look through all this, man. Bro. Because dude, they'll literally, like when you publish your app to the App Store, they'll say like, oh, this violated rule 3.13. We're gonna reject your app now. Go fix it and resubmit. So it's like you literally have to like memorize this whole App Store guidelines to be able to publish apps to the App Store. Yeah, and they do some sus things too. Like one of the recent rules they added. I don't know if it's in here, but like if you're submitting to the EU, if you want to publish your app in the EU, you have to like basically dox yourself. I think they made it so that you have to like release your name and like I think your point of contact, like an email or a phone number, to be able to publish to the EU. So it's like, bruh. I don't know if they reference that in here. Maybe. Yeah, kids, something. Yeah, permission. Yeah, because the EU is very strict on like data privacy, so they basically they have a lot more restrictions on stuff. But yeah, dude, all these the rules. This is the famous the rules, man. Gotta remember this. But yeah, it's pretty sus. But yeah, that's why we can't publish our meme Among Us app in the App Store. We gotta follow all the rules, and we break the rules with our meme apps a lot. But for this Yippee game, I'm planning on putting it in the App Store. So we will be a good boy and follow all the rules. Yes, that will be good. But yeah, such is the way of Apple. Yeah. So be it. Yeah, but did you hear all this stuff? There's a whole bunch of controversy around like Epic Games, like the people who made Fortnite. They like sued Apple a while back, and now like right now they're publishing a new app to the App Store. It's called the Epic Games Store, and that way you can like put your apps on their Epic Games Store. So you download the Epic Games Store from the App Store, and then you download more apps from that store. So yeah, it's like a nested app store. But supposedly that way, there's like less fees for the developer. I don't think it's really that lower from what I remember. But yeah, there's like a whole... They're like fighting it out in court and stuff. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of like stuff behind the scenes, a whole bunch of like Apple guidelines and stuff like that that's going on. Yeah. Yeah, let's do this for now. So update attributes. Let's refactor our code a little bit. Yeah, I think in our game scene, here's what we're doing it. So now instead of doing this whole thing here, we can say this Ruby count label. I think it actually won't be that much less lines. I guess we can put it on one line. But yeah, here we'll have the Ruby count here. And we'll have our stroke width of -2 and our color of black. And the reason we have a negative stroke width is so that it goes outside of the text instead of inside. It might look a little weird, but yeah, that's why it's like negative. Yeah, we've got our font here and our font size there. So cool. Yeah. Why? Yeah, it's a bit weird. Like if I made this a positive stroke, then it wouldn't work. It's like, yeah. Let me show what happens if it's positive. It like takes away the inner color. It's pretty weird. So this is for the Ruby count label. So yeah, let me go to the game. So yeah, if I pick up a Ruby, it'll update and show. So yeah, let's collect the Ruby first. Let's sacrifice some Yippies to find some rubies to show the stroke label doing some weird stuff. Unfortunately, we'll have to do some Yippee sacrifices for this. Yeah, let's do a little more sacrificing. Yeah, some of the different color Yippies have different ruby drop rates. So we'll have to do a little bit of... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you see now? You see the one? It's like, if you set it to a positive stroke width for like the stroke, it like takes away all the color inside. So now you've got like basically a hollow number, like a hollow font. Yeah, it's kind of awkward like that. So you have to do this weird like negative stroke width. Yeah, I definitely had to look that up the first time. That was like definitely not obvious. But if you wanted to have like a label with a stroke around it, the stroke width has to be negative if you want like color for the inner color. Yeah, it's very awkward Swift stuff. I don't like it. It's ugly, but yeah, that's the way they do it. So you gotta learn. You just gotta learn that. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know if this actually like reduced the number of lines of code we had, but I think now we can do this. We can make this well, I was gonna make this, so this is like update Ruby count label. But I was gonna also have another label for like distance. And ideally I didn't want it to be a separate function, but yeah, yeah, the kind of reason I made that extension was to avoid having an extra function to update the distance label. But I'm starting to think I'll need another function anyway, because all of these values are different. Yeah. Or actually, no, I think I can make this the same function for something else. Yeah, yeah, where do I call this? Update Ruby count label. I call it here. And, oh, so I only call it in one place. Okay. Yeah, then, I don't know, maybe this extension was unnecessary. That might have been overkill. Yeah, because it's basically, it's only one line of code. Yeah, actually, this was overkill. I'm actually going to take this out. Like, for the other ones, it made sense. Like, having a black and white filter on an image, like making an image black and white, or resizing one by, like, redrawing it. But yeah, that other extension was a bit overkill, I'll admit. Yeah, so we'll undo this. Yeah, I think that's okay. Yeah, so what were we gonna add? I was gonna add another label for like distance traveled or something. Yeah, so let me do that. We'll add another label at the top here. Yeah, so we have Ruby count label. Let's also have one for like distance traveled or something. Yeah. Distance traveled label. Yeah, and then we'll kind of copy the similar code we had for the Ruby label. I guess we can just literally like copy this and call this like distance traveled label. Yeah. Yeah, this is why we're at like 1,000 lines. I keep keep copying code. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a lot of refactoring later, but we'll get it done. That should be alright. Oh yeah, because there's a Ruby next to the label. But for the distance traveled, we don't need this. Yeah. So it's a little less than copying everything. Yeah. Oh, this should be on distance. Oh, create distance travel label. Yeah. And what shall we put here? We'll put distance traveled count label attributed string. Yeah, very, very long names. But trust me, Swift creates even longer names in their language. Like, here's one that's really long. It's like UI view dot auto. Wait, where is it? It's like auto resizing masks. Auto resize. Oh, I'll have to find it later. But yeah, they do some. They have their own long names in the language. Like yeah, auto translates auto resizing masks into constraints. Yeah, this is what it's called. Translates auto. Yeah, here we go. This is an actual variable in Swift. It's like a huge name. So I don't feel as bad for my own variable names when they're too long. Yeah, because Swift does the same thing. This is the Swiftian way. Very long variable names. Yeah, this is good, I think. And so instead of Ruby count here, we'll have like some distance traveled variable. So yeah, we'll put distance traveled here. Traveled. Yeah. And then I guess wherever we have our Ruby count, we'll put distance traveled. This will be a 0. Yeah, maybe it'll be like how many pixels they've traveled, like how many blocks. Because our world is kind of set up in blocks, so we might do something like that. Yeah. And so this will be a distance traveled label is an SK label node, and we'll just do all this, and this line adds it so that when our player moves, the label follows us. Because if we didn't do this, then our label would get stuck behind. Yeah. And then, oh yeah, this position conversion also. This is a little kind of like graphics code. Yeah, if you've ever used like OpenGL, this would be like doing some like matrix calculation, but it's kind of under the hood for Swift. Yeah. Yeah, so what is this? This is the big long variable name. We put that there. Yeah, and then we don't need this. Our Y value. Yeah, so we can take out this. And our X value will be the frame width divided by 2. Yeah. Alright. And then we gotta call this somewhere. So where do we call the other label? So create. Oh yeah, here we go. Create this. Yeah, so let's see how this looks in our game. Yeah, there's a big 0 there. It's a bit close to the top and kind of not exactly in the middle of the screen. So we'll bring it down and to the left. Let's do that. Yeah. Well, let's do that. A little bit of tweaking of the position. Never hurt. Yeah, so how do we kind of want to move this? Right, so I think we did an offset here. And I guess that we can take out these little offsets and see what we get. It's reloading. Ah, there we go. And now it's in the center of the screen, but it's still a bit too high for my liking. I'm gonna bring it down to earth a bit more. Yeah. I don't know, because like I feel like there's too many numbers on the screen. There's a Ruby label and then there's this extra one I'm adding. Maybe it's too much. But I don't know. I'll make a decision once I kind of see it working. Yeah, I'm not very good at like prototyping UI. I like actually coding it and then seeing how it looks. What if it was under the Ruby count? Oh, maybe that could work. Let me go back. Yeah, I could do that. I don't know, because the thing is there's a Ruby next to the Ruby count label, but for that label there would be like nothing next to it, so it'd be kind of like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I might keep it in the middle for now, but yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'll see maybe if there's a better place to put it, or if I should even have it at all. Because like when you die, it'll show the same number, but I guess you won't be able to see it while you're playing if I don't show it. But yeah, I think for now I'll keep it in the middle. And see. Let's just take a look. Yeah, let's bring this down a little bit. So right now it's 7/8 up the way. So we'll bring it down to a smaller fraction, 5/6. Yeah, a little bit of math involved, a little bit of fractions. Yeah, it's a little better. I think so. I kind of want to have it the same level as like the Ruby count label. Which is why I'm unsure why it's not like at that level, because I had it set to the same, like I copied the code for that. Oh, because I did this subtraction, that's why. Yeah, okay. This is Ruby size height -2. Okay, yeah, let me try and recalculate this, or like copy this calculation. So we'll have to copy this. Yeah, because we don't have Ruby here. So it'll complain that there's no Ruby. But if we... So this is Ruby size.height, which is frame.width divided by 16. So if I just did this, and this is 32, then maybe it should be the same height. Let's take a look. The same Y position. Yeah, that lines up pretty nicely. Cool. I think that's good. I don't like how that kind of like intersects with the player though. Like if we go high enough, it like overlaps us. Like here. Like now there's a 0 inside of our face. I don't know if I want that. Yeah, and so yeah, if it were under that Ruby label, then we wouldn't have that, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's why I'm tempted to not even like include this label at all. Because it might be a little distracting. Yeah, I think... you know what? I think I might not even need this label. I'm kind of tempted to not include it. Because like when you die, or also when you pause the game, then it'll show like the distance traveled and how many points you have. Exhale. Yeah. I do a lot of like building the UI and then going back and deleting things. It's a very inefficient way of developing, I'll admit. But I kind of like it better when I see it all together in like a moving game. Because if I did it all in Figma or like some design tool, then it's not really like... You don't play the game, so it doesn't feel... You don't get like an exact feel for it. But yeah, I think I might take out this little label here. Yeah. All that just to learn that we don't need it. But at least now we know not to dwell on it. Yeah, I think we're good. But I will want this variable here, this distance traveled. I will want to store this. In fact, I also want like a points acquired, like maybe points. And this will be like whenever you defeat an enemy, you'll get more points. Figma, Sigma, Sigma. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude, whenever I think of Figma, I think of Ligma. Dude, I've caught a bad case of Ligma. But yeah, dude, Figma is a good tool, though. Figma is good for, like, UI design. Yeah, let me show a little bit of Figma. I haven't used it all that much, but I built an app one time for school, and someone on my team used Figma for doing the UI mockups, and it looked pretty nice. Yeah, this is what Figma does. Like for an app, you can design the UI like this. And you can link it up with little actions to make things move. So ideally, I should be doing this before I get into development, instead of just jumping in and like figuring out the UI along the way. But yeah, I don't know. The fun part of app development to me is the actual like building of the app. Like if I had to design everything before, I don't know if I'd enjoy it as much. Yeah, I really like the app dev stuff of it. But this is Figma, so Figma, otherwise known as Ligma with an F. Yeah, Figma's cool. But yeah, that is that. Cool. So, I think we're doing pretty good. Let's take a look over like what we've done so far this stream. We got the in-app purchases working, albeit with the little bug with the when we click the bottom one, sometimes it doesn't work. Let me run this back up in the simulator again. Get like a little summary of what we've gotten working so far. Yeah, here's our simulator, our handy dandy trusty, always reliable iPhone 14 Plus simulator. So, what have we got going so far? Yeah, I've got this shop with our gems, and when we click something, sometimes, yeah, it'll give us a little in-app purchase showing, which is pretty cool. Albeit on the left side. I feel like it'll actually work differently on the on a physical device. But for now, this is how we've got it. Yeah. So I think then I might actually, I think we've got a lot done so far. So I may call it for now. Yeah, we've got a nice in-app purchases going. That's very good. Yeah, so that's pretty nice. Mr. iOS Academy tutorial allowed us to do this, so credit to him. Yeah, that's good. So I think with that, I'll probably wrap it up for now. I'm honestly a bit happy that I can mention stupid memes with another person. Oh, dude, I'm all about memes, Ken the bot. Dude, I love memes, dude. Dank memes and regular memes in between. Dude, I built so many meme apps. Dude, that's what I was doing before this Yippee game. I was building, like, the last app that I built was based off of another meme. So back in January, there was a meme of, like, a judge there was a dude who, like, jumped at a judge in court, and I turned that into Angry Birds. So I build, like, really, really silly apps. Yeah, for a full list, you can check out my YouTube. I posted all those really dumb apps there. But yeah, dude, I love memes. Memes are fun. Yeah. But yeah, I think with that, with our in-app purchases working locally, I think we're good to go. I think I'll probably wrap it up then. Yeah. So we'll transition out a little bit. Yeah. So with that, thank you for watching part, whatchamacallit, it was part 14 of building a Yippee mobile game. We got our in-app purchases working, and yeah, I think we did a little bit of shop refinement too. Yeah, what's in store for the next iteration, the next stream? I think we'll do some maybe some bug fixing, probably leaderboards. I think I kind of want to work on the leaderboard next, so we'll probably do that next. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. YouTube recommendations led me here, actually. Oh, yeah, welcome from the YouTubes. Yeah, we do the little bit of the posting of the YouTube shorts and stuff. It's been cool. But yeah, eventually we'll get this Yippee mobile game on the App Store, and it'll be available for free on iPhone and iPad, available for everyone. And yeah, that'll be cool. Yeah, welcome, Ken the Bot. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Yeah, for now I'll wrap it up. We might do a little bit of raiding. I might raid into somebody. Yeah, who's online anyway? Anyone I know? Nah. And normally I like to raid into some other devs, but I like VTubers too. I'm gonna raid into gonna do some raiding into the famous, the notable, the wonderful Iron Mouse. We'll do a little bit of raid. Oh no, she has raids off. Okay, then we'll raid into Yuzu. I raided into Yuzu last time. Yuzu's cool. Let's check out. She's playing Dragon's Dogma 2. I haven't even seen that game, so yeah, we'll check out what Yuzu's up to. Yeah, we'll be back next, probably Friday with part 15. Yippee! Let's check out Mrs. Yuzu and the Dragon's Dogma 2. Yeah, take care. Have a nice weekend. I hope you enjoy, and we'll catch you on the flip side. See ya. Bye.